How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. We got ourselves more 5V5 1v1 duels for the evening, this time over in the NA region, boys. How are y'all doing today? Hey, hope everybody's having a good one. Started off, yo, you haven't been on, Chills, you haven't been here at the start of the streams for a while, have you? At least it feels like you haven't. We've been doing, it's loud, isn't it? Oh, okay, cool. I might have left my mic a little bit louder now. That's just how it would be. But like, I've just been loving that intro. I don't know, man. It gets me super hyped. We got groups up and running in just a moment here. Actually, we got groups up and running right now. Dude, I am still holding out hope that we'll get some actual 1107 PTR stuff. Or, yeah, 11.1 PTR stuff. Soonish, maybe. Maybe. Possibly. All that. Rolled 48 here, 78 here. Yeah, there should be, we should add a roll command with Nightbot, shouldn't we? Do a /roll and it rolls a number for you. At this point, I feel like we should. I'm gonna need to program it. Need to add that as a function. Nightbot doesn't do anything otherwise. Let's get ourselves dual groups up, boys! Wow, how you do, my man? Our dad, I'm not, 52 rated armed warrior and shuffles. I was gone for a week and moved 3 places from 49. Wait, so you were at 49 and you moved to 52? Yeah. It's the end of a season. I'm sure people are gonna start pushing like towards the tail end or whatever, but like nothing really new happened gear wise, right? So it's not like people are getting more items to be able to push past where they were. They really gotta kick in like a big like inflation, I think. For let me get a group up and running. They gotta inflate the MMR, I think. Once they do that, that'll probably feel a little bit better. I'm getting here, boys. Top 20 in BG Blitz for Warlock or like in general. That seems like a pretty big prog. Groups are up, boys. We got WAP with the group. We got me with the group. Madara, Tetanus. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Miss Joe. Oh, hey, how you going? So we need like 2 more for my team and we'll be good to go. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a good one though, boys. Let's set it up for UI scale down. I'm also doing some stuff in the background here real quickly. So let me finish that up. Real fast, real quick here. But yeah, got in war with my time. That mount sucks. Bro, yeah, for real. The mount is, a lot of people were disappointed with it. Like it just doesn't feel like War Within, right? Like Mythic Plus mount is a big like diamond mech from the Earthen Dwarves, and it's like, oh cool, right? The raid mount is a big old like Nerubian monstrosity, dope. And then like PvPers are getting like some kind of like a Legion reward or a reward that should have been around during the expansion of Legion. A fell bat, and like it actually would have been. I feel like worst glad mount ever. It like. I feel like it's just not thematic. That's the problem that people have with it. Like some people just don't like the looks of it too, but thematically it just doesn't quite fit this expansion. Like, is it cool? Like a big old bat? Pretty neat. There's not too many of those. Like there's Demon Hunter mounts that are bats. There was one mount you got as like a reward for doing the see if I can find it actually. Dark Shore. It's like a Undercity bat or something. Yeah, Undercity Plague bat. Yeah, like there's that was like a unique model that everybody got if you did like the BFA intro stuff. And yeah, like it's cooler than the Alliance one, which is like a hippogriff. So this thing's kind of neat in that regard. And I guess there was also like Farouk, Shatug, those guys. Chill's team is still too short. Is Chill's team the same as WAP team? Are those guys, are you guys all on the same team, WAP and Chill's? Because that'll work out them. Hell yeah, that'll show race turn to bats. I guess so. They can turn to bats as a flying mount, yeah. But like, it's not quite a, well, they could turn into flying things, but that's not really a mount, is it though? But like, technically, there's just not that many bat mounts. So it is a unique model, sorta, kinda. There are some things that look kinda like it, but not quite. But like, yeah, like there's not that many of them that have been made in the past, but like it just doesn't fit thematically. That's like what people really have a problem with, I think. Makes it worse seeing second fill bat season 2, another skip grade glad for me. The color scheme of it is not that great either. That's the problem with me. If it has like some badass like effects or something, I think it would have been fine. It's just the armor and all that just feels muted, right? Whereas PvPers are getting like a full Mythic Plus Mechanic Strider, but like a Goblin edition. So it's like Season 1 and Season 2 mounts are just completely different. Yeah, whoever's working on the PvP rewards, man, they gotta fix something. For sure, dude, for sure. Here we go, and then we do one of these. So we still need, how many more do we need? I need 2 more, boys. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. So if y'all want to join me, well, welcome to. I'll start going through my BNet list here in just a second. I decided I'm going to take a nap today. Old man Dal taking naps. And I woke up and I was like, oh man, I'm so comfy. So I just laid there for a little longer. I meant to do all this work stuff ahead of time, but yeah, trying to work out the green and gold mod a bit tricky. I think it depends on a class, because some classes definitely have a lot more green or golden pieces that they can kind of utilize. Like rogues I know don't have a lot of green. There's only like a handful of green leathers that look good. Yellow is alright, actually. Paladins also are fine with yellow. I think warriors are fine with green. It all depends, right? It all depends on a class. I don't know about Warlock, though. I have no idea if you guys have a lot of... I know you have quite a bit of yellow, but green... There's like some fell green, but it's usually purple and like a little bit of orange, at least historically. Legion had a lot of some green leathers. Legion had a few, but if you were Demon Hunter, maybe. I'd give those 2 teams search for people, but split and go chills. There is 2, yeah, Madara with me, and then you got Chill, Tank, Conan. Yeah, so you guys are all on the same team. Yeah. So we need, who else do we need to invite? I'll get him in just a second here. Boys. Yeah, there's a couple. There's not that many though. Like, even if Legion was a very green expansion, when you start taking a look like at some of the sets, like we can actually look at them, right? We can just switch over to switch over to a Warlock, and we go to like Legion pieces, right? Scroll down. WAD. That's not Legion. We have Broken Shore. Chrono. Yo, let's go. So I guess there's this Warlock set, which is purple. Then there's the PvP version of this one. Legacy, which is like orange. A little bit of green, but like a swampy green and like a white greenish or whatever. Then there's like red. Wait, hold on. Okay, here we go. There's like, I guess a little bit of green, mostly red, bluish purple, like white green, but like not quite the green for like the mech stuff, right? Not quite there. You got purple, you got orangey yellow, you got this turquoise thing. I guess some green, but not quite like proper green, like grass green. You're probably trying to combine something with this, right? Yeah, this green's a little hard to work with. Yellow here is actually pretty solid. For Warlock, I'd say this is a little bit harder green to work with. Could you make some stuff with it? Probably. Yeah, it all depends what kind of green you're looking for. Check mine out. Let me see what yours look like. Here, bud. Oh, I like that helm. I think it's kind of neat with like the beard and all that. And you're trying to make like yellow green. Is that what you're trying to go for? Is like yellow green? I think you need a little more yellow or like a better chest piece that's like that connects the set. Maybe like the chest piece that kind of goes off of those shoulders with Ruthless. Yeah, maybe a Ruthless chest piece, whatever that would look like. That might complete it. And then some glove. You probably would have to change the gloves a little and maybe the belt. But yeah, I like what you're doing though with it. That's kind of neat. I like that helm. I think it's really, really cool as a Warlock. It's kind of dope. But yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to get a lot of yellow out of it though. Shoulders and helm really out of place. I kind of like it, but you need to get the chest piece, gloves, and belt to work with the shoulders. But yeah, the shoulders and chest, the shoulders and helm do look out of place compared to the rest of it though. Right? It's like 2 sets clash together into one kind of. Maybe the bat mount is a reference to Haronier and Ashka head. I feel like that would have been a little more leafy if they were like more Haronier based. You know what I mean? But who knows, man? Maybe that's what they were trying to hint at. Who knows, Oblez? That, or I think it just maybe it's a mount that they had in the vaults before, and they're just like, all right, well, we need a PvP mount. What do we got? Let's pop out the vault, see what's in there. Oh, it's a pretty cool bat. All right, let's use that. Honestly, sometimes they just do that. Like, sometimes the rewards for things just like don't really match the theme of the thing. Sometimes they do, and they're like designed specifically for it. But sometimes they don't at all. Like Johnny Mount was being lazy. Sometimes, to some degree, yeah, basically. Yeah, no, let's not beat around the bush. Yeah, it's like they make a lot of stuff and some of it they use, others they put in a vault, and whenever they need like rewards, they're like, all right, let's go to the vault, see if we can find something that was already made, so we can actually use it. And I think that's what happened with the mount. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like cut short with PvP rewards specifically. Like the rest of the gear and all that stuff is pretty cool. The Hollowfall Arathi style enchant is pretty neat too, but the bat is like really out of place, right? Really thematically doesn't quite match. It should have been a big Nerubian thing. Like imagine if you rode a Nubarak as a mount, right? Dude, what if you straight up had a big old beetle as a mount, a Nubarak as a mount? Those guys have never been mountable before, and if you made that into a mount, like a dragon ride was a big beetle thing with like massive, you know how they have like big old claws, but give them like really sharp pieces and skulls decorated and everything. Oh, torches and stuff. That'd be badass, dude. People would be like, what the hell? I want that thing. I just want a sick mount. That's all I want. All you gotta do is give them a sick mount. Yeah, mounting Nubarak is a crazy sentence to say to people, though. Dude, it'd be great, man. Dude, who wouldn't want to ride around on a big old Nubarak? And then you could do those type of beetles and like, or different types of like Nerubian monstrosities to ride, man. You know what I mean? Patchwork make an awesome ground mount. What else? Patchwork. Oh, Patchwork, like the big old A-bomb guy? I don't know how you'd ride one. I think that one would work if maybe he like carried you, right? like popped you in here under his arm like a football, like dress him up in some armor maybe. That'd be dope. That'd be sick. Have you made a rogue this season? I have made a rogue this season. How you doing, by the way? The Russian. Hope you're having a good one. Not the thing that I wanted. Sorry, I'm still getting some work stuff done in the background. I definitely should not be doing this right now, huh? I definitely should not be doing any of this, but I took a nap, so that's my excuse. Let's do. Here we go. Now we're good. Now we're set. All right, I literally just need Unomasa would be good to go. What guild am I in? Ubu, please don't kill me. What a guild, dude. What a guild. Alrighty, let's see if I can kidnap somebody into my group. Chewbacca? No. CJ. Ooh, CJ again. Is he in? He's in Delaware though. Messiah. I miss Messiah. Oh, wait, are you in already? Kotarina? Hold on, let me ask Hockey. Because he's on a Affy. Hey, Duels tonight? But he might already be in your group though, right? He might already be in your group for all I know. Lux. King is already in this thing. NS Fink. Oh, hold on. Hey man. Hey friend. Would you be interested in joining some 5v5 1v1 DUELS tonight? Senna? Is Senna in already? I guess I should have checked, right? Senna? No, Senna's not in. I just need one more and we're good. Yeah, hey, with us? Hockey? Okay. Nah, we'll do it. What about Kineric? Is he on? Riley, sir. Bonerus? I forgot about Bonerus. Wait, Baboonerus? The boy? Might actually be in him. Acromy is already in. Beautiful. Sure thing. When you're doing? Getting people together right now. Got a spot in my group right here. Then Chill's group. Sounds good. Sounds good. Throw me an invite. Yeah. So with that, my group is set. How are you guys doing in your group? Okay. This team is set and ready checking in with the other group. How many more you guys need? What's up, Dala? What's up, Warthros? How you doing, my guy? How you doing, my man? How you liking Diablo? Also, are you still doing that BG3 run you were working on? We're taking a break from that. We're gaming, boys. We're gaming, dude. We're gaming. We'd like to see some mounts where they have an FFX IV. They have like a gorilla that carries you. Would be funny. If a grandma would say an ogre would carry you around. Dude, I'm actually cool with that. Yeah. They definitely should do like just some like funny mounts. I think it'd be great. Don't they have a mount that like carries you in a funny way? Don't we already have one of those, chat? A lot of them are just like we'll ride them, but like I know there's some mounts that we transform into them. Isn't there already exist a mount that we ride in a funny way? Or do we not? Or am I confusing that with another game? Trying to think of like one maybe. Maybe I'm like I felt like the room might be good. 5? Alright, we're good then. Oh, who am I gonna make lead? Yo, Chrono, do you want to be lead? Are you cool with being lead? Chrono is Merlin. Would you want to be lead, my friend? Because I need somebody to be lead on my B that. Otherwise, I make Motherboard do it, but I'm fine with that. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Okay, other team is ready. We are gaming then. All you gotta do is just let me know if you got 5 or if you missed somebody. Let me go. I'm in first try. Let's go. I'm in first try. Hey. They gotta wait. Oh, check us in. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Alrighty, you lead. Okay, and I'm gonna need to do a invite spectator match. King and Chrono Maggie. The grand one should be good, all right? Yeah. Train is pretty shaky today. Yikes! Oh no. Hope he smooths out, Sleepy. Haven't ridden a train in a while. Hopefully the commute is not too bad, my man. Also, thanks so much for popping in today. Hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Try to get a good mix going here. Good song to begin with. We just listened to that one. I have it on shuffle. I'm kind of shuffling the snuffling until I get something good. I'm skipping way too much, bro. I am trying way too hard at this. Way too hard. Way too hard. Okay, that will work. I like this one a lot. I don't know why. Twitch. Brain one with the hive mind. That's a really cool one, actually. Doing a BG3 run right now, actually. Dude, I still need to do my auto run at some point when I have some free time. Hopefully when PTR is up and I have a bunch of stuff I can work on so I can actually play. I miss it, man. SP Shady gonna be first up. Drop it down. I like the panda. Shadow Priest, by the way. I like that combo. I don't know what it is. I think it's that fact that you have that little racial thing. You got yourself a bunch of resources too with Panda. And it's just, I think it just ends up kind of working out. Big fear onto Sina, who might be under a bit of trouble actually. Big Mind Flay Sanity. Are you playing the Archon? Or are you the Void Rift one? Mind Games to follow. Does get himself the big reflect damage onto Senna. Trying to see if he can keep himself alive here just a bit. Got himself a bit of those damages, man. Whenever he can get those sanities to go behind the pillar, those can actually be really good for putting pressure on the opposing team. With Senna going for a bit of that healing. Trying to see if he can figure out a way to either approach SP Shady. Got some cooldowns rolling in with a stun. Able to lock him down for a good bit here. Shady does not take that much damage. Searing Glare does connect though, so he's going to have to play it very defensively, heading over towards a pillar. But actually, I wonder if he wants to sit near a pillar or keep Senna out in the open though. Void Torrent, he's playing the Rift build, got himself plenty of mobility. If you can dump a bunch of DPs on top of it, does get up maybe 1 or 2. It should be able to get quite a bit of damage in. Senna's just taking constant hits, needs to go for self-heal. Big hit. Oh, you gotta love the Rift damage, man. It goes behind the pillar with you and it just blows up on you. It's really hard to escape it. Even though sometimes like you think you escaped the Rift, I feel like they gave it so much leeway though. Insanity instantly trying to see if you can slow down Senna. It is actually quite good as it goes for Mind Game. Senna with a stun. Shady should not have to worry about damage too much. It's going to do a bit, but it's going to also heal a little bit too. Senna cannot really go for self-heals, trying to go behind the pillar, but seeing Shady super low, does go for a disperse. This is where the Pally is trying to see if he can stay in. Quick Fear connects, and if he can keep him away from any pillars, he'll be golden spot right now. Sanity with Mind Blast right after Shield of Vengeance is up. Should be able to hopefully break through it with the Shadow Priest. No, hold on, with Void Rift, you should be able to eat away shields, right, if you count it correctly. Got yourself Void Torrent? The blind is unfortunate, but he is going to actually take that rift behind him. Does not want it to ramp up. It is going to do quite a bit of damage, though. Hold on, Senna takes a lot of damage there. Bubble out. And that's Machine just needs to live right now. Just needs to live. Senna does go for the full wings. Are you just trying to commit damage? Are you the hammer build? It's got to be a hammer build, right? It's got to be a hammer build, because I don't see Herald of the Sun, Dawn Lights, or anything. Mind Games to follow. Got himself a bit of damage. Sanity behind the pillar. Senna might be under a lot of pressure, trying to go for as much healing as possible. That Mind Game is not helping that fact at all. It might actually be down for the count here. Senna needs to find a way out of here. Searing Glare around the corner. Perfect. Does connect. Not a lot of health available, though. Still rotted and knotted. Got himself wings. Oh, no. The hammer does go through. Wait, whoa. The Pally and the Major running in. Oh, okay. Chrono backed up out of there. Corona backed up out of there. I guess it was a little confusion, but Mister does charge in. Hopefully for Shady, this does at least not put him in the worst spot possible. Big Ray of Frost on the Shatter does not feel good. Does get a stun onto Mister, who's got himself lots of casts back to back. And Shady kind of locked out of what he can do right now. Might be in a bad spot. Does he have a fear? Does he have anything at all? Fade for a moment. Got himself the Aegis. There goes the Disperse. That is what he needed. Mister tried to see if he just add the Disperse Poly right after, but he's going to be able to escape it with a Void Rift. Okay, we're going to allow the shifts. I don't know how the chat will decide whether the shift should be allowed or not, but I'll let it happen. I'll allow it. I can't control whether they use it or don't use it. Especially was the challenge to it. Big stun. Shady does not have a fate for this one. It's going to be big shatters, but it might be okay, actually. Faded last second. Mister still taking lots of damage, though, too. Shady does go for the silence. Mister locked out for a moment. Big DP's down back-to-back for Shady. Stun does force a blink out of the Mage. At least as long as he's not completely dead, he might be okay. Knocked back onto the Priest for a moment. Does get himself big channels. As long as he can remove the shields from Mister, he's going to take the full damage. Trying to go for big shatters. Meteor's not going to feel good. Did you fade the Meteor? I think he might have big Void Torrent. This is going to be enough though. Ray of Frost, does he just channel? He just channel it just to see if it can end it with a block last minute. Holy. And Conan at least giving the man a chance to recover here. Mister does pick up a little bit of healing at 80% dampening. Big stun right after you blink it with a little bit of that poly. He's trying to set up a poly, possibly. Does get himself a poly. Maybe with an altar, or is that just a random proc? Might be just a random proc at the very least. With Mister trying to Gun? Still Gun, that's the name. I'm still calling him Mister. Just to make it easier on me, dude. It's a name that's gonna stick with me at this point. It's just trying to get himself a bit of that healing fear out of Conan with a Nova immediately. Or as I think it's just a random root proc off of that shield, right? That's still a thing, yeah? Breath to follow. Conan does have a reflect, but it doesn't get reflected on the poly. Stun. This one for Mister could be a huge go. Big Meteor down. Conan does it to break it out with the human racial. Still it's a Meteor. Still it's about his shatter bonuses here. And Mister got full cooldowns available. Big procs to follow. Conan, every time he closes the gap, he does a ton of damage. Does go for a stun to Mister, who does have altar in order to reposition. Still a bunch of shatters. Nothing he can do about it. Does pick up a little bit of healing. Blaze for a short moment. Try to go for a kick. Does not connect. Stun is going to make him immune because of the precog proc into a knock into Conan. Frostbomb to follow. Do you have a flurry? Meteor down. I think it might be down for the count. Got himself shifting power with more lances and doesn't have taken it. Well done with Code Arena as an affliction. Going to be up next. Actually, we got two halves on each team, huh? Madara and Coda. Mister recovering down, sitting down for mana buns. Coda is on the fast approach though. Breath on the reflect, which is perfect. Does go for an interrupt into a trinket, or trinket into an interrupt. Is trying to see if he can layer down dots. Mister does have a block. Maybe looking at a block here really early, potentially. Does have altar as well as an invis. Could use that invis in order to give you some defense. Bunch of shatters, bunch of procs for either mage as well as the warlock. Coda does go for a big shield. Trying to get some dots. Big layer. I think it's going to be a block here for Mister. With full dots in, he has to block it. For Coda, that is wall and dark pack. So that's his big defenses now. Standing next to Mister, ready to go, I think, with the Mortal Coil. Fear. Stun does get a Miracle, but it's trading on the stun. That is not great for either one of them, but for Mister at the very least, he does get himself some kind of a setup. Maybe. And Coda cannot escape the flurries and the full meteor with common storms coming down. Reflect doesn't really do anything against all that AoE damage. As long as he doesn't get obstructed on Shadow, he'll be okay. Missing got a lot of instant cast. Does not go for a kick on that Honda. Still big bolts either way though. Does get him some ultra. And that's going to be more procs. Rare Frost. Is it enough though? Just channeling. Full meteor down. Oh, hold on. Codarina lives. Oh, but Crota is not going to let him out of there at all. Quick shadow, quick beam. I think majority of that, whatever burn damage you still had with a Frostfire Bolt and maybe a Meteor, maybe that also helped out a little too. Well done for both of them, man. Well done, well done. Wait, is this WAP on Bing? Boing, boing? Is that what it is? Full wall? That's just going to be Crota going in for a deep breath. Does not connect with the warrior at all though. Parry was used for the massive burst out of Chrono though. That is a full mastery buff, so I guess it makes sense that you would want to parry it. Fear, he just tried to escape this damage from the evoker. Once he get caught in the beam though, as long as he has himself a little survivability, does pop a reflect. Does not get to reflect the beam, but I think he does get to dampen quite a bit of the damage though. And as long as he can control Chrono, he might be okay. He just got to find stops for any of the blue spells mostly. Red is fine. Red is going to do a bit of damage, but it's like not the worst. Blue, interrupt on blue, you can collect points from that. Does get himself some charges, cannot get interrupted, has a wall, needs to find a way to create some gap from the warrior, but as soon as he's next to you, it doesn't matter even if you have a wall. The warrior is just going to start slashing you apart. There's just nothing you can really do about it. Madara going to be last one left over for the team too. Rotting down Boing immediately as he's taking the succubus back behind the pillar with him. Maybe he could build up some resources off of that thing. Maybe, possibly, but that's really about all he could do, I think, at the moment, yeah? Pretty sure. As Madara trying to get himself a better angle. I don't know if, actually, I guess I was going to say, like, shouldn't the warrior be under a lot of pressure if it's just, like, affliction dots rotting him? But I guess he doesn't have UA, he doesn't have any of those other dots, man. I tried Shadow Preset, I got overwhelmed by a number of buttons. Yeah, Shadow Priest definitely has quite a few buttons. They try to fix them to make him a little bit less overwhelming. But I think this is probably the most approachable version of Shadow Priest. I won't say it's the best version, but it is one of the more approachable versions of Priest. I guess the hero towns do make it a little bit more complex, don't they? No, I think if you play, like, it depends if you PvP or PvE, right? Archon PvE is pretty... Yeah, it's still heavy. I feel like it's a priority of abilities. It's kind of just bogged down on itself in a way. Big burst out from Boy. Oh, wait a second. You blink it and you miss it. This dude just got a quick kick on a moderate full burst and just crushed him. Didn't give him a moment to play the video game. That was something. Wild. That's what it was. Wild. Let's get us another one going. King as well as Chrono. Let me know when you guys are ready, boys. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Chrono, whisper me on real ID just to make sure I got you there, yeah? Pretty sure I do have you. That was wild. King with 5. Beautiful. Are we at 310? No, we're 290 something. 99. Okay, so we're gonna hit 300 for the next one. Merlin Chrono. Yeah. I'm really bad with names. I had Undead Merlin on the tip of my tongue because I was, scrolling down and I saw the name Undead Merlin. I was like, oh, that's Chrono. You usually bring your Shadow Priest, right? Just message me on BNet though. Just let me know like 5 or if you're missing bodies. That just makes it a little quicker through chat. Oh yeah. There we go. Psycho? Yeah, Psycho. That's the name I was having a hard time with, or remembering, because I'm bad with names to begin with, man. Rogue Crash, last one. Oh, okay. So Rogue never get to play. Cool. I guess. Oh yeah, I guess you guys did only have 4, didn't you? Okay, that makes sense. Send you to Hook Point. Hopefully the Rogue actually gets a chance to play there. Neither is my defensive nothing. Neither of my defenses. Yeah, it's quite a bit, man. With the worries if they got a kick. Tinnitus, my game crash. All good, all good. All good. Titanus. I called it tinnitus. It's like tinnitus. Look at when you got a ring in the ear. Titanus. I'll try to make sure I get the name right. It was supposed to be tetanus. Like a tetanus shot. I'm not even... I'm gonna stop, dude. I'm gonna stop. Okay. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a proper chance. I was surprised that for some reason I was like, wait, did we go through all of them? And it looked like, okay, we went through Chromium. And I looked at the timer, it was like, what, 9 minutes of duel? I thought, oh, I guess we went through everybody, but it feels like we're missing somebody. But now that makes all the sense in the world. Not hook point, I'm forced to get a roll to 13. Okay, no more hook points anymore then. What arena would you want after this one, WAP? We'll give you one you like. Tetanus. If it's tetanus, then yeah, tetanus. I don't know what tetanus will be unless it's just like a name. I guess it all depends how you say it. Oh, it's supposed to be tetanus. Twitch. We got ourselves Boeing, not first. Gotta be close to last. Chills. I like that set a lot. That is a good one with a tabber. We got ourselves Coda. And Aspie Shady versus Madara. Try to see if he can start himself off strong here with a couple of dots. It's gonna be Affy versus a bit of that Shadow Priesty. Technically Shady, I know that most Shadow Priests will not run, at least in PvP, the cleave talents, but like if you have a pet class and you can just cleave off of the pet onto the main target, that could also be really, it's like a very unique situation. I guess I can maybe feel running against a Warlock and a bunch of Hunters, and maybe it might be worth, because like the cleaving everybody down, that could be really good. Because look, you just got yourself the pet. Do you run the cleave challenge? Hold on, because I know you're just ramping up your void thing. That's what you are doing. Because you are kind of cleaving. You're using the pet to generate more damage to the void thing that you got. That actually is not that bad of a move. Madara trying to see if he can close the gap, find himself an angle. At least he can get himself some instant cast dots with the curses, keeping SP Shady slowed. With a Succubus CC around the pillar. Does go for the trinket. Stun around the corner. I think he has line of sight. You're able to dot him up. Stun to follow. Good trinket. Does go for the trinket with an AoE fear. Soul Rod. All damage is in. You have a UA and everything. Because you just need one more big void turn out for Shady. As long as he's got himself a big setup. Madara could be under a lot of trouble. I think Madara just might be dead. Mind games to follow. Got himself a bit of healing. That also does end up hurting him. Wall should help stabilize for a little bit here, but it's still just getting rotted out. DPs back to back. I think I was able to avoid the rift. I feel like if you get far enough from the rift, it doesn't do damage anymore. It has definitely a bit of a leeway, but if you can like literally go to the other zip code away from that rift, I feel like it just explodes all on its own at that point. Got himself a little bit of VT off of the pet. Madara just needs to find himself a good angle at some point. Have you even used your... There goes UA. Have you ever used your Malevolence ability? Because that'll give you quite a decent bit of haste. Does drop a fade on that fear. The hunt, I believe, does connect, though. Lots of instant casts available for Madara. For Shady, he's got himself a pretty good angle. Maybe AoE Fear, Silence. I think it's over. Without mind games, I think he does secure himself a win, maybe? Yeah, no, he does. No, he does. Crota charging an insta. Quick kick on a stun. Does trinket with a disintegrate. Trying to see if he can get himself some damage going. Does go for a full mastery burst. Looking for a big deep breath. Does not get the angle, though. Has to cancel it out. Got himself a bit of lag. I was going to say for a second, like you flew pretty far. Definitely flew far. Does get himself the big beams back to back on Shady. If he can't stop those beams, he might be under a lot of trouble. Got himself plenty of mobility, but he's sliding around. And Todd does swap the health with Code Arena to give himself lots of health to work with. A Maggie, I don't know. Magi, I don't know if he can really do much. Got himself that Renewing Blaze. Lots of self-healing. That Renewing Blaze is doing wonders, keeping you alive. Big grip onto the rogue just to give himself a shield. That is allowed. I'm actually perfectly okay with it, just to give evokers a little bit of the mobility, because otherwise that class does not have much of a survivability unless you're a straight up healer. Big Void Torrent, SP Shady got the beams back, and that's going to be disintegrates, but with DPs and a full rift, not much you could really do. I wonder if you can actually take the rift onto the mage. Can you do it? I think the rift does explode. I don't think it actually connected with Mista. That rift is so, it's almost like a pet, right? It almost like needs to know that Mista is a target. I think it only can change targets with a DP maybe? But yeah, because he literally ran over it. I don't know if he actually took damage from it. It didn't look like his shield went anywhere. Full stun onto Shady. Full burst. Does go for a trick and fear with a fade. Trying to avoid the meteor. I think he was able to do so. Full rift is going to get interrupted though. Got himself a full void thing. Oh! Ray of Frost did not shatter. I was thinking maybe Ray of Frost, if that got Flurry and it's shattering, every single tick of it was going to do a lot of damage. That's a big defensive trade for Shady. Picked up a lot of healing and messed up with an Ultram. Able to go for a lot of shifting power. Not like Shady could really interrupt it unless he's up close and personal with a Panda racial. That's really the, outside of silences or AoE fear, that's the only way he can make any stops on any of this cast. Full burst onto Shady. Oh! And Mr. bury him down in an avalanche grip out of chills instant. And Mist is walking into the duel with two ice blocks available. The mages don't necessarily have a wall, unless you will count this as a wall. I count that as an immunity, because it's a little different. Wall would be like IBF on a chills, wall, an ending resolve for warlocks, or like enrage agent for coded. Palace have a wall? I guess they technically do. It's kind of like one of the weaker walls though. Without one holy pally defensive that now the red has. Or I guess they've had for like maybe like towards the tail end of last expansion, maybe somewhere in Dragonflight. Shield's just gonna back up out of there, just gonna get some damage in. As soon as he's Mr. trying to go for a bit of that altar, just gonna back up out until the altar commences. Full riders are out. Maybe a block, second block out of Mr. And Chill's just trying to see if he can force everything out of the mage. He has to send literally everything into the block. Breath does not connect at all. I don't even know if it was AMS, but Chills, I think maybe Legendborn did just to dodge it. Maybe it's gonna run into Cinna, instantly gripping him in, trying to get as much healing. AMS is up, so he's trying to see if he can maybe put some pressure out on him, but has to take a break there for a sec. Wait, are you Void Elf again? Oh, wait, you've been Void Elf, haven't ya? Void Elf is actually so good on DK. It gives you quite a bit of mobility. Blind Searing Glare by Cinna. Chills cannot really respond. IBF is already rolling. Void Elf to escape it. Oh, what a move! With a first aid. Oh, that is so good. Since Cinna is not running Herald to the Sun, they can't really keep a constant dot pressure onto the Death Knight. Silence off of the stun. Trying to see if he can force a bubble out of Cinna. That's full cooldowns. It is going to be a human ratio to break out of the stun. He's still got remorses. I think it might still be another stun. There goes the second stun. Might be a bubble. Lay on hands instead. He's holding on to the bubble until way later, as Chill's trying to see if he can force out even more riders. Cinna maybe looking at a bubble here. Bubble, trinket, and land hands all forced out. Does land a stun onto Chills with some wings rolling in. AMZ down as Chill's trying to bunker down here for a second. Might have to grip Cinna back in. Yeah, he does. Shield of it is back up for Cinna. Might give him a little survivability. Picking up a bit of pressure. Chills just needs a few more seconds until cooldowns are back up and available. It's got, I think, AMS available very soon. If you can land a kick on the Cinna here, that could be huge. Desperate AMS is blind. Cinna with wings available. Trying to see if he can fight fire with fire, but full burst. What was that hit by Chills? Instantly rushing out versus the rogue. Either Tetanus or Tenatus. I'm not even sure. Mad burst out of the DK. He doesn't stop at all. Big hit yet again with cheat death. One of these strikes. He just needs one more big hit. Can it connect? But the rogue does take it with it. Not even a Cloak of Shadows. Just evasion. A sleeping cup and a quick cheat death. I think maybe a vanish there. What were those hits, Chills? As soon as you let the Death Knight off, he's probably looked at the time. He's like, well, dampening's getting kind of high. I better finish it pretty quick. Oh my god. I was thinking the rogue was going to blow through everything. He still has cloaks, so in the face of overwhelming pressure with those big strikes that proc cheat death, he's just like, you know what? I'm going to be really careful with my CDs here. Does get himself an opener versus Coda. Trinket immediately with a Mortal Coil, rotting down the rogue. Cloak of Shadows is up to, is this supposed to be Tetanus? Is this supposed to be Tetanus? Or Titanus? I'm not even sure. I want to call him Titanus, but I'm gonna double check. Shadowy Duel, tried to see if you can continue that Shadow Dance combo rolling as long as possible. Coda does not play with pets though, so there's no succubus to stop a lot of the rogue's damage. Does get full dots onto the rogue though. I can swap the wrong guy. And I don't know whether it can do anything there. Even with a blind, it's just constant pressure. What was that? That's from Chills, dude. Also, Shady picking up quite a bit of damage. 2 kills too. Well done, well done. Let's get us another one going here, boys. Yeah, uno mas. Chrono and Chills, let me know when you guys are all ready. Or I guess Merlin, Chills, let me know when you guys are ready. I could also use just Merlin because that is your peanut name. I might as well. Is that 300? That is the 300. The 300 duel. Ready? All right, Merlin, let me know if you're good or if you need more bodies, and then I could join in, take over, open up the group analogy, all the good. So you got 5 of them now? Okay, cool. We'll send it to WAP. You have any arena preferences here? I was fighting the rogue, then I got dotted. Oh, okay. Blades Edge. You actually want to do Blades? No, okay, we'll do it. I was gonna say no shot, dude. Everybody hates that arena. How are you gonna call it Blades Edge? out of left field. Also, get your bird mount, by the way, if you haven't gotten it. The 20th anniversary thing is ending very soon. You might as well get the bird while you can. Yeah? We'll do it. You asked for it. It is better for the casters over in Team 2, technically. That's the only map I can beat a rat. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, dude. Did you see Chills just going through cooldowns with the red pally? Trinket. Lay in hands. Bubble. And he's just like, that crashed. It's gotta be like a weak order for you that crashes it, right? Or maybe just straight a PC. I wouldn't be surprised if like part of the arena here maybe. See if I can I? Am I stuck to a person? Okay, I think I'm stuck to them. I can do free flow camera. Unlucky with the rogue. Yeah, it was so close too, man. It was so close. The rogue played really good. Rogue played really good. Oh, actually, no, his name is Tetanus. Yeah, that's how you spell Tetanus. 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 For some reason, I was like, wait, Tetanus. Is there actually like Titanus? Is that how you actually spell it? Tetanus? No, that's his name is Tetanus. I'm illiterate apparently. Switch. I'm probably gonna keep that in here, honestly. Yeah, DC, that's a forge. Shady, trying to see if you can start this to go off the bat. Moderate immediately with a dark layer, everything. You just load the man full of dots, and it's gonna be Shady boarding out really quickly. And the warrior over on the team 1 may have to go not last. Otherwise the game, he's gonna try to reconnect. Wop is gonna try to reconnect. But if he does play, if he's last, boys, you can't let him play last. Otherwise the game will end. If he will just won't get a chance to play. DC, yeah, he's trying to get back in. But if he does get back in, just make sure he doesn't go last. Otherwise the game is gonna end as soon as, like, before he even gets a chance. But yeah, you guys are gonna have to play as one of you gonna have to play as a one-man army here up until Wop is back in. Shady though, try to see if you can layer down Madara with a bunch of dots. I think you kicked me. Actually kicked you? No, you're back. You're back. No, you're good. At least on my screen you're good. And now I'm gonna DC, huh? Okay. All right. Something about this arena, or something about whenever you DC WAP, sometimes it makes me DC. Please, Blizz, let me take over the cam again. Let me actually see what's happening here. Please. What is it happening here? Both of you are still live, though. Madara barely, though. I'm gonna try to see if we can just do this floaty cam thing. As we are big board, but you're like got nothing. What is that still channeled into? Is that a tentacle? It is a tentacle. It's just constantly blasting you. Does pick up a little bit of healing. Shada looking for a bit of healing as well. I'm just gonna have to do this with this camp for a bit until it adjusted, dude. I swear, every time you DC, something happens with me and I also get kicked out. Fear to follow. Get himself a bit of that channel insanity. Madara technically is in the best of a spot as he can to do damage, but I don't think he has enough survivability though. Maybe if you had a dark pact or something, anything. Tetanus is gonna be up next. Blasting out Shady. Full stun. There goes his burst. Shady maybe start one of moseying over to the Team 1 intro here. Team 1 intro space area. Tetanus is blasted. He's not letting go anywhere. Root on the Tetanus. But does get himself fade with the Aegis. I don't know how you're gonna be able to escape it. You gotta find a way out. It's like, team, please come here so I can swap with one of you. Please. There goes the swap with Conan. Holy, and Tetanus backing up out of it. They see that full heal. Trying to see if he can catch himself a quick reset. He cannot blame the rogue. He's rotting though. His daughter to believe. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to get himself an easy opener. He's gonna have to be very careful. Maybe step cheap shot out for the subterfuge or something. But yeah, me and down at the same time. Yeah, exactly, dude. You can DC it and you come back in and I get kicked out. Something's gonna be wonky with the game, man. It's gotta be something with the game. It's gotta be like an LUA error. It has to be. It's just gotta be. Dodging the voidy thing? What is it called? The Divine Star? I feel like that should have hit you, Tetanus. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this should have hit you. But he's in a good spot, man. He's got himself full go. Shaded does not have a disperse. I don't think Trinket Fear. This could be something good for the road. You open up with a chip shot. He might just have to play a longer game. He got you rooted down, trying to see if he can escape it. Full burst out of the breeze. That's exactly what you want. Tetanus, remember, you are a Deathstalker rogue. Evasion will give you magic damage reduction, so you may want to utilize evasion. And I don't even know if we'll be able to. Full blast onto Tetanus. Has he got a full gouge? DPs are in. I think it's over for the rogue. Silence to make sure the rogue goes out into the night without a whimper. Who's next is just the pally rushing it. I like that bout. I wish I looked up earlier. That would have been so good. You know, maybe You know, I feel like I could maybe do this cam thing. I just don't think my like churns are smooth at all. I feel like if I had one of those like, you know, like ball mice, it's like a spinny ball that you could just spin. I feel like I'd be able to get like a really smooth churns with that. So if I had something like this, I could probably do free cam duels. I think this would look sick, dude. This is neat. Stun does go for the blind with a quick glare right after. Shady might not be in a great spot. Do you have a disperse? That's the thing that I also cannot do, is I can't see these boys' cooldowns at all. Silence onto Sid does go for the bubble. If you have a disperse, then Shady might just be able to make it out of here. Sid actually switching up the gameplay. He's no longer playing the big hammer build. He's now a Herald of the Sun, which may give you a lot more consistency. Definitely will give you a lot more dot damage that you can just follow up at all times. Shady with a bit of that flay. You have a disperse. If you have a disperse, you might be all right. I don't know if you do. Oh, he does not. I was gonna say for a second, Coda charges in. Sin no longer has to worry about bubbling, but maybe a bop might need something. Laying hands, anything? Oh, and Coda just runs him over. We got us Chrono as well as Mista. With Chrono charges in, immediate shatter onto Conan with that disintegrate. Fear by Conan tricking out for the Evoker, knocking up the Bladestorm. You can knock up a Bladestorm? Apparently you can. Roar, Dragon's Roar versus a dragon. That is a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off at all. Deep Breath does not connect. Hold on, what do you mean Deep Breath does not connect? Also, what happened to that stun? It just did nothing? Was it the yard? Still beaming him. Needs to find a way to separate away from Conan long enough to just beam him down. He's trying to use whatever hover mobility he's got. Big blue, big shatter maybe? A couple of beams may do it. Trying to keep himself alive. But he's gonna back up out of there just to get himself a quick grab, quick hug on the mage just to give a shield. Dodging a kick. Might be good. The Evoker may just have it. Conan is super low. Do you have enough damage to disintegrate? Knocks you, reflects back into your butt with a stun. I think it does lock in the win for Conan potentially. Does go for yet another hover, beaming him down, leaping over with an AoE stun. Barely away from the guy. I don't know what else you can do at this moment. Conan does take it down with a couple of those crushing blows. Mista, you're the last one left, man. Last one left. Good, how are you? What's up, Shane? How you doing, man? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my guy. I don't think I'm ever going to tell you Happy New Year. Hey, Conan, no mercy. Forbearance rip. Was it Forbearance still up? Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Because, yeah, probably at that moment, like, the only way you live is if you have a bop or, like, a lay on hands at that point. That's all you could do. It is tough, man. It is tough. Can I somehow, like... No, I'm still free flow camera, aren't I? Oh, all this is lock my in. Okay, cool. So I cannot, like, hover and follow one of you guys as a cam. All I can do is either lock my camera in place or do the free flow camera. Got it. This is fun. This is going to be good. Big beams, big spikes down by the mage. He's got himself a trinket with an ultra setup. Ray of Frost, you have the shatters? Goes in for a knockback. Flurries is down. Does he maybe have a big old meteor? If he does just gets a Nova onto Conan with a big old meteor, I think it might be enough. I don't know if Conan has a defensive. If he has one, better use it right now. I think Enrage Regen might be up. Maybe that's what's making him also red. So angry and so red, or just enraged maybe. A couple more lances does end up taking it with the mage going in for a bit of that shifting power. Who's up next? Is it Chills? Is it Coda? Is it Bong? Bong is gonna have to go not last though, because he did DC. Oh, hey, perfect. To the tail end. Here we go. Yeah, Bong is gonna have to go second to last. He can go last, otherwise the game is gonna end with him. So he cannot go last. If he was going to be last, he just cannot now. But Mista, you're going to have to use everything here to fight against him. Frost DK, man. Frost versus Frost standing next to that altar. Mad burst onto Mista. Maybe looking for a block here really early. What are these hits for Chills? It's got himself the most amount of damage, the most amount of procs. Oh, those are some blitz or frost strikes. I actually think this might be frost strikes. Like the fattest frost strikes ever. Oh, trinket with a grip, knocking it back, but Mista needs himself a proper go. I don't even know if he'll be able to stun Chills. He's got IBF. Yeah, it won't even matter. You gotta just run, find some shatter bonuses, maybe go for a big meteor down. But like trying to stop a Death Knight who's so anti-caster. Oh yeah, it is rough. I don't know if Mista could do it. I want to see him pull it off though. Breath. Why did that breath not connect? Was it a lich board or something? Or is it just like you maybe turned around way too quickly? Silence, there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Nothing. Oh, that is so tough. How do you find that? How do you find that? Conan picked up 2, I guess with the pally, yeah. And then I think it was somebody else too. Shady picked it up 2. Well done, well done. Let's get us another one going here, man, yeah? Uno mas, uno mas. Let's go, uno mas, boys. I hate how my camera broke there. I hate it. All right. Code rolled a 1, but it was, and I wasn't. Code rolled a 1, I wasn't last. Oh, okay, okay. Good. So I got 5. Beautiful. Let me know, Chills, if you still got 5, and we'll get another one going. Thank you for keeping me updated. That's all I need is just like, yo, we got 5, or hey, we're gonna need a +1. Reloading BRB. Sounds good. I have food on the way. Next one is last one for me. Starting to look for replacement. We'll do afterwards. Yeah, definitely will. Sub Del. What's up, Lore? How you doing, my guy? Welcome, welcome. Feliz Año to all. Is that a New Year goes? Hell yeah, dude. I was like some second away from Bop, man. That's how poor, dude. That is rough. That's rough, man. Honestly, been there, dude. Been there. One more second, I had a cloak, and I just got. I'm ready. Replacement. Beautiful, beautiful. Hazies, how you doing, my guy? You will actually get a chance to play today. Hopefully, unless something goes wrong. Hopefully not. Why do I even say that? That would sound so sus, dude. That sounds so weird. Like, Dal, what are you doing? What is that supposed to mean, Dal? Bro, my brain just ain't functioning. Alright, waiting on Chills. Or if Chills needs a +1, we can get CBZs in his team as well. That could also work too. But yeah, Chills, let me know. We'll get another one running. Ready? Beautiful. We'll do a... let's do like a... I don't know, Black and Cold maybe? Or should we do like a Tolveron? Let's do Tolveron for these caster boys. No charger on the bus, so I am out. Have a good night, matches all. Yo, thanks so much, Sleepy, for coming by, man. Yo, that's honestly best move. Would love to have you here on stream. But yeah, definitely keep your phone charged and all that good stuff, man. Yeah, definitely good. Definitely a safe option here, man. Definitely good. Hope your commute is good. Thank you for being a beautiful butterfly. Thank you for continuing support. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, my guy. And hopefully we'll see you next stream. Maybe like what's tomorrow? Sunday? Sunday I'm not on. So Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, something around that time, yeah. Thank you, my guy. Also the stream will still be around. I don't know if you'll be, I don't know how long your commute is, but we'll still be streaming for a good bit. Yeah. Bosnius, yo, my mans, thank you so much. Bosnius, can we get a hashtag Bosnius for the 20 EU balls? Thank you so much. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate you, you beauty. Also, YouTube added me goals for like donos. Should I add goals on stream? I don't know what goals I would add, honestly. I need to think about it, man. I need to think about it. It's basically like you get what is it? X amount of donos, therefore you meet a goal or whatever, or do something. I need to think of a few. The Twitch. Moderate immediately having to pop wall versus code and instantly going in full berserker mode. Trying to see if I can walk away from that rift with a quick fear onto Madara. What is that warlock rift called? It's like basically you put it out for a second and after a few seconds it like expires and any enemies caught in the rift gets sent to your portal. What is that PvP town called specifically? Zerker Rage on a Conan just to make sure he doesn't get feared or anything like that. Madara still got full raw dot damage on Conan with the Dark Glare used up and everything. Conan's just living it just by the skin of his teeth. Does still hold on to Enraged Regen, so this is just him healing with Bloodthirst as well as his personal healing. Madara looking for a couple instant cast procs as best as he can get it. Haunt down onto Conan. But this is where Conan tried to see if he can get himself that angle, leaping in, charge right after. Madara technically has himself maybe possibly a decent setup here with a succubus. He's seeing trick it out for Conan. Does land a kick on that fear. For Madara, if he's got himself a proper go here, this would be a great time to do it. Fear onto Conan. But you're like, no, wait a second. That haunt hit so hard. You actually killed yourself with that haunt. I don't think you meant to do that, did you? I don't think you meant to do that one, huh? Because he had to reflect. He probably thought like, oh, well, you know, I got to fear him, so he didn't get to reflect the fear. That means I must have used his thing, right? Fear out for Conan, break it out of the blind, and Cinna making sure not to hodge Conan down in the stun while reflectors up. Got him some plenty of damage, plenty of pressure. I think he's back down to a hammer build, right? Pretty sure he's back down to a hammer build. Conan with a quick stun. Conan needs a lot more healing right now. He needs everything to survive. Does go for a stun. I think it might be over. If Cinna, full Wake of Ashes, Herald of the Sun, so he's not a hammer build. Conan, if you could just get Bloodthirsting off him, you might be able to live. I don't know if you could actually use that Warlock Hellstone. It looks like it's off cooldown, but I don't know. With that pally damage, there's just not much you can do. Yeah, that is tough. Instead of 4th and 5th now. No! Wow. Dude, you gotta roll better. You gotta get some better dice. Bop out of Cinna? I think it's just over. Yeah, I think he maybe meant Spell Warden, right? He probably wanted for Spell Warden. Actually, he does have both. Maybe you made it. I don't know if Bop was a choice of like intentional to like at least stop taking physical damage, or they meant to do Spell Warden, but then they hit the wrong one, or the game gave him the wrong one. Either way, though, for Chills, just IBF. Technical Bubble. Wait, I was gonna say Technical Bubble still available for the Pally, but I don't know if he was running the talent for Bubble through Immune though. Still have room? Yeah, might be able to get you in here, man. That's how you do, my guy. Chrono trying to see if he can get him some angle. Chill pills immediately with the AMS. So Chrono came in, started the opener here. Does get him some defenses, which is perfect. This is actually the best time to resume Blaze, because that's going to be full burst out of Chills. So you're going to be able to get a lot of healing out of it. Does get himself technical lots of damage. Huge hits back to back. Silenced out, is at least breathing just to get away from the guy. And needs a wall. Does go for the counter on the grip. That is so good. Big disintegrates. Able to go for a bit of a fire breath. Void up Rachel just to catch up with the guy, as he still got more disintegrates, gripping him in with a quick blind. Chrono technically does have some damage behind his goes here. Tactical still has something to work with. AMS with Chills, just not much you can do. Try to knock him, but he's mounted up sturdy on that horse. Ain't going nowhere. That is so rough. Full Meteor down. Chills does go for a Death Pact in order to give himself a little bit extra health to work with, but cannot heal. And with Dork, you're good, my guy. You're good, honestly. Honestly, even if you technically Spell Warden does help against the DK, but they still do have physical damage though too. Well, actually, now I'm wondering, Frost Strike is frost damage, but it's a melee hit. Does that get countered by Spell Warden, or is that a full hit? Because certain abilities like Wind Strikes from Shamans, even though they are like nature damage, it still uses the coding for a Wind Strike, which is a melee hit, even if it hits from a distance. Like you won't be able, like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't go through a bop or like physical defenses. I'm pretty sure rogues can kind of sort of dodge them sometimes. There's some random ways that abilities work, and you think they work one way, but then they work another. Like paladins have mostly holy strike damage, so you think, oh, holy strike damage, mostly holy with a bit of physical, probably goes through bop. Actually, good portion of abilities do get immune by bop. Which, surprise, surprise, big damage out from Mr. Block, popping out of the blocker in the early to try to see if he can bury Chills. IBF and AMS is up. Chills using everything just to live the stun onto Mr. As he got himself a bit of mobility, immediate route to follow, does get himself a proper stun, root it out in the open, silence to follow, just using whatever he can just to create additional pressure. He needs to go for as much healing as possible. Big damage on Mr. though. Oh, it just crushes him. I think we're just mostly trying to go for self-heals, but he does end up getting a lot of damage. Death and Decay down on both sides. A Tetanus trying to get himself an angle. With a big enough arena here, he knows there's just no way for the rogue to approach it easily. Lichborn instantly for Chills. AMS is available. I might help a little. Trick it out of the rogue too. Got himself an evasion. Chills does get a stun on rogue. A couple of heals here and there. Deathpack might be usable here, but no, Tetanus does continue on the pressure. Instantly, man. Instantly. I didn't realize the talent magic bop didn't work. Yeah, exactly. It's weird, man. It's weird. For some spells it would, for some it wouldn't. It's so tough, man. Like, unless you just know, unless you just like have a friend that's a frost DK and like an Anthem Shaman and all these other classes that have this, so like all these like magical melee hits to test, you won't know until you like get some actual tries out of it. You know what I mean? Because some spells you're like, oh, wait. I just looked at Shady, and I was like, wait, I can't see Shady. He's actually invisible. Wait, he's a little better rogue than a rogue. Literally invisible. Taking a lot of damage. Wait, actually invisible. Huh? He's literally the void. He's literally devoid of life. Tetna's got himself a Cloak of Shadows. Shady's trying to see if he can live this. This could potentially be the Rogue's big go here. Rogue got to go through 3 players. Stun onto Shady. Trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling. A big swap with Boink as he goes in for a stun. The Rogue might be under a ton of trouble. Does have a blind. Kick Juke is unfortunate. Does give him full precog. Maybe blind run away, but I think it'll cheat death. It just was over. That is rough. Definitely tough on that one. Chills with 3 there. I don't know what kind of a murder spree you would go for, but that was wild. Frost DK with the Rider. Once you get full burst and big frost strikes, it's just nothing you can do. Actually, just a ton of damn. A glitch with a default mount. Is that what it is? Oh, it's pretty nice. It's kind of neat. It's just Shadow Priest Shadow Form, right? Is that why? Something about Shadow Form doing that? It's a bug, but I kind of hope they don't fix. It's just a nice little quirk. You know what I mean? The only way that stops somebody from being able to play the game is if they don't play with any health bars, and then they're screwed because they actually don't know where the Shadow Priest went. Definitely turn on your health bars if you don't. You know what I mean? But monks, they're unplayable. It's a glitch with the format. Yo, Taco, by the way, you told me that they're nerfing monks for 11.1, but that's not true. Well, somewhat true, but not fully. They're buffing the mastery by 36%. Buffing their other challenge by a bunch as well. Yeah. CBZs, we got a spot for you, my man. Got a spot for you. I'm getting invited by Dud Merlin. We'll get you in here, my man. We need more bodies for Team Merlin. GC, you're up. There it is, man. There it is. Pass me lead. I'll take care of everything. Well, listed it under Raid's Legacy. You're more than welcome to join us, man. Molten Core, here we are. Or you have me out of a real idea, right? I can just invite you directly. Yep, Shadow Form glitches out of mount effect. Oh, that's pretty neat. DB Zeus, there we go. Oh, Key, I do want to get you in here, man. I do definitely want to get you in here. If we got a spot, I'll get you in. How does that sound? Stop the crow. Okay, sure. Sure thing. Sure. Okay, sure thing. I'm trying to do party chat. Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing. My teammate brings an all for plus 10 key. Well, Jessica just died. That's good. Yeah, brings an alt for plus 10, dude. I do want to bring some trash alts for plus 10. BRB, sounds good, my guy. Yeah, so we're gonna have a Chrono. He's not leaving, he's just swapping. So I'm gonna let him do a swap. But as soon as somebody dips, I can get you a spot. Also, we got Chills, his team as well. So if somebody dips his team, we can get you a spot too. I don't like booting people out. Normally. Psycho, we're gonna make you lead. I'm not listed, so we're good there. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go to Rook. Let's go smaller map. Because I've done some big maps, but it doesn't matter. You get like all these big maps and Chills is just like roaming around on a horseback in those maps. Like, it doesn't matter, honestly. 5 tactician pulled. What are the tacticians again? Are they the casters? There's like a 5 lines to dodge. Ah. Oh, those guys. I was about to say. Those. I was about to say, which one's the tacticians again? Because I don't really remember mobs by their name. More like what they do. So if you said like pulled 5 line guys, yeah, I know what you mean. 5 void elementals, oh yeah. 5 casters, yeah, the casters are pretty annoying too. You know what I mean? Big Nerubian, people don't really pull those anymore. Used to at some point. Did they get a Crunchyroll back? Yo, me too, man, me too. So Love Season 2 episode 1 is out now. Bro, I just need to resub to Crunchyroll myself as well. I'm giga behind. I might do it when like 11.1 PTR is up because it'll be much easier to work on videos. So I can just kind of sit down, get a bunch of videos with all this new class stuff out, and then I can just chill the next few days and just watch a bunch of stuff. Not work. I think I'll wait until then. Until I get myself a big streak. Which. Got ourselves Bing Bong over for the team 1. I like that set. Hold on a second. It looks so good. I'm a big fan of this set. Not a big fan of BFA as an expansion, especially with all the corruption gear. Like, the gear looks were pretty neat, though. Conan getting blasted out instantly by Cinna. It's going to be Conan holding on to his defenses, just only burning one offensive ability, trying to see if he can hold on to Enrage Regeneration until a little bit later. That is a full blind out for Cinna, and Conan backing up out of there. He does have second wind and looks like no Dawnlight. Hold on, Cinna, are you Herald? Or are you back to the hammer build? Because if there's no Dawnlight, Conan can get a lot of healing out of it. Especially if there's no Dawnlight. Trying to see if he can put pressure onto Cinna. Might be under a lot of trouble. Got himself full wings. He does play Dawnlight. He does play Herald of the Sun. I was going to say, how's Dawnlight not on Conan? Because then he just in second winded. Lay on hands really early for Conan, or for Cinna. For Conan. Imagine if we're just at a lay on hands. It technically used to. Actually, hold on. All Enrage Regen with a charge heal they used to have. They would just pop Enrage Regen, charge heal, full lay on hands, get super low, charge heal again while Enrage is up. That used to be low lay on hands back in like what, BFA I think it was, when they were absolutely unkillable. Shield defense up for Cinna. Conan no longer has the defenses. I think it's just lights. Yeah, with Cinna. Taking the lights out of that man real quick. Who's up next? It's going to be SP Shady, or they got the dots onto Cinna around the corner. Cinna being a Herald of the Sun, however, I think it's going to give him at least a fighting chance, because Shadow Priest can actually do a lot of damage to a Pala. In most cases, I think Pally win, but in a 1v1, and if you can't, like, keep the constant pressure on the Priest, I think with a hammer build, if the Priest just counters a hammer with a cooldown, trying to go for mind games does not connect. That blind is huge for Cinna. What I was going to say is I think Dawnlight and Herald of the Sun might give enough the dot pressure and constant damage, where Shady may not be able to deal with that constant hits back to back, just absolutely melting him little by little. Does get himself a quick rebuke real fast and needs to get himself another big go. For Shady, he's in a great spot. Does go for a fade with a quick fear to follow. Bubble out for Cinna. And Shady at this point just gotta play defense. He has in his first massive spell just to remove the bubble, but Cinna swapping it up with a wall shield of edits on top of it. Shady with it disperses, gets locked down for a second. That's a Pandaracial. That's a swapper as well. So he might be in a good spot. Full channel onto Cinna. Unless you go behind the pillar, try to see if you can get away from Rift. That thing is going to do a ton of damage. Just try to see if you can stay on top of Shady. He's got a lot of damage rolled in, but he's super, super low. The Rift does explode. I don't think it actually connected. Cinna no longer has a bubble. He does have a bop. I don't think he's got a Spell Warden. Searing Glare does connect. I was going to say for a second, Shady, trying to see if you can maneuver away from it. Lay on hands, I don't know if that is a backup available, though. That's like the only thing that may end up helping right now is maybe potential lay on hands. Fade out for Shady. Cinna barely any health and does get taken out. That is so rough. Was that the Rift, too? That was the Rift. He did end up channeling just to get a Rift on you. And Rift does try to reposition towards DBZs, but doesn't quite connect. DBZs open it up as a Demonology Warlock. I like how you got a little bit of this onesie going on. It's almost like, you know what? I want to be a Warlock. I want to go for battle. I want to go to war. I want to go to these duels, but I also want to stay kind of comfy. So I'm not going to compromise on that at all. Rift, swap has been used by Shady, by the way. So apparently he doesn't have any more outs. And I think DBZ just takes it here. He just got all the demons, all that damage, and just able to collapse all of it at once. That's a lot of momentum. That's a lot of demons. He just wishes somebody ran out immediately. Either Chills, Coda, or Bing. Either one of those guys. If only somebody ran at him. With all that damage. He's in Binding Light, removes Dawnlight dot. Blinding Light. Does it actually removes it? Wait, it's not going to remove it in 11.1, right? Because they're going to change it so that it's like, it doesn't break to damage, or it breaks to a damage threshold. Tried to go for a kick as Boing was not able to get himself a proper go. That is going to be a big barreling down those void, this fell out of a Chaos Mother from around the corner into a Mortal Coil to trade. Does he have access to follow? Because I'm Fertile Bulk to do a lot of damage. Especially if you have some Demon Doggers and other pets to empower it, that could do a lot of damage technically. Does try to see if he can go for a bit of channel on his pet, but DBZ's not a lot of health available on him right now compared to Boing. And unless you can get yourself constant pets attacking Boing at all times, you can need to get yourself Felguard, you should get yourself the Gloomstalk, Charhound. Not Charhound. Gloomhound? Gloomhound. Yeah, Gloomhound. So you need to get both of them up and running on the guy at all times. Yeah, because both of them together will actually do a decent bit of damage to Boing. With a Tyrant to amp him? Hold on a second. He's got himself a potential go here. Stun on some of those pets. Main Gloomhound still in play. Parry up to try to deal with the damage taken. Big Demolish to follow. Dubious does back away from it, but he's super low in health. Mortal Coil last second, but the travel time of Mortal Coil does end up screwing him up a little bit there because that execute goes right through. That is so rough, but as a warrior, he just had to go in with a big hit. And he got exactly what he needed there after the demolish. Well done, well done. Psycho is going to be up next versus Boing. He's got quite a few castles to get through and a rogue. So it's really going to be down for him to have... it's going to be down for him to figure out his cooldowns with everybody here. Banner is available, so could use a banner versus Psycho to try to see if he can stop the stun. Probably not going to have to worry about the fear too much. Stun instantly. Got him some battle stance. Shrink it out for Psycho. Banner is down for the fear. Does not break it. Letting the banner do work. Banner is going to cut down the duration of that fear quite a bit. Big roar. Trying to see if he can take it out pet. Void Torrent. That's how fear. Leap it away. Just trying to see if he can outrage the Rift. I think he might be able to. Psycho taking quite a bit of the bleed damage while he's at a distance. Yeah, and the Rift was outranged. They definitely have a pretty generous leeway with that Rift. It's kind of hard to escape it unless you got like instant mobility to just get yourself out of dodge. Pretty good distance away. Stun trade for both of them. Battle sets available for Boing for a second. Psycho is going to take him a second unless he got himself some kind of a decent setup. He's got to get dots. He's got to have a proper go here. Boing with a full Blaze Storm. Can't really stop him. Maybe look at a disperse here potentially. Yeah, it's going to be full on disperse. He's going to need a stun. He's going to need something here in order to lock down the warrior. It is not easy at any point. As he got a full Warbreaker. Healed up quite a bit though. With another pet that I think is going to get taken out really quickly. Void torn up. Everything is available. I don't know if you can get a bunch of DPs down on the guy. Full stun demolish. Not enough to kill. But it is slowing you down with a rift. There's going to be yet another charge. Aegis up for Psycho. At least kind of pulling Boing into the room. Trying to go for a heal. Does get interrupted on Holy. Does he have a stun? He has a stun for Shadow. Technically that's a stun for Shadow. I don't know if he has much work off of it. Maybe he does not. It looked like on my UI, it looked like you had a stump, but I don't think it's giving me accurate info. Because it doesn't give me like accurate info for like Hodge or Pallid Wings or anything like that. So maybe you had it, maybe you didn't. I have no idea. Banner for the reverse kidney on the rogue. That is so good. Parry up as Tetanus trying to see if he can take you. But look at the damage from the warrior. Tetanus under a lot of trouble. Evasion is up, but he's still getting overpowered. The back-to-back does go for a out with that CC. Stone onto the rogue. Both are super low. Cheap shot last second. Do you have anything for the rogue? Cheap death for the rogue. He's basically dead. Blaze Storm. The rogue is trying to see if he can end it. He doesn't have any vanishes. Charge, stun. Oh, and a quick, I think it was a mortal strike at the end off of that stun. Well done, well done. Trying to see if we can avoid Mista. Mista is just going to have to let the man get second win, I think. Unless you can catch him really, really fast. Trying his very best. Trying to see if he can get himself an angle versus the warrior. He got Colossal Smash. He's got himself... Yeah, he's going to have to wait him. He's going to have to wait him out. Boing is not going to fight him. He's going to do everything he can just to catch him the second with some. This is going to have to give him the honor duel. I like it at the end of the day, dude. I like it. You know what? You know what? I know there was a Boing trying to see if he can catch up as much second win, but I'll give Mr. cred there. I'll give him cred. I feel like he could have, like... done like some crazy, he could have done like a blink together with the icy veins with a Nova with his pet to try to hold him down, to try to see if he can take him out really, really quickly, clap those shrieks before he can get any kind of healing. At some point he was like, you know what, I'll let it happen. I'll relent. So I'll give him credit on that one. Parry is up for Boing. He actually has a lot of things walking into this one. I think that's exactly what he's looking for, just to have as many tools as possible. Fear coming back up in a handful of seconds, so it's going to be as even of a match with both of them having everything. The only thing they don't have is healing, with 46% dampening. And Mr. I think does have a slight advantage with those immunes. Poly off of Boing does give you a go here. Frostfire Bolt, maybe big shatters. Flurry Bolt into a big setup. Blaze Storm out for Boing, just try to see if he can take that damage behind the pillar. It is going to shatter. It's going to do a little bit of damage, but not the worst. And as long as you can stay away from him long enough, second one should be able to roll in. You only had to commit a stun and a Blaze Storm, which isn't the worst. Brad does not last long at all. Fear. Also, the was that a banner? It was a banner. I was going to say, like, Brad did not last long whatsoever. Stun. It is going to be not a trinket out of Boing. He's just able to escape it. Big damage on a Mista. Hold on a second. He's just still locking him down. Big ultra. You have damage to follow up. Fear for a second. Ray of Frost, but he does leap away to try to disconnect from it. This is where Mist is trying to make sure the second wind healing does not become a thing. Water Ellie is going to help him out a bunch with this. He just has himself the angle. Flares around the corner. Couple of ice lances with a root. Random procer root with the meteor down. Oh, for boy, I don't know how you lived it. You can't live it. That's the thing. So Mist still has a block. He's just due, in fact. I don't know if he'll be able to use them both versus Chills. And Chills at least kind of give him like a little bit of a... You're unholy now. I guess I should have looked at your mog. It's a bit of green instead of yellow, yellow, instead of blue. And that's a full block insta. Full set of pets, full army for Chills. It is perfect. But Mr. does get himself a bit of the ultra. 7-second root. Yeah, dude, exactly. It's a random procer root too, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was an elemental root or anything. It is like a flurry frostbolt root or something. It's kind of nuts, actually. Nothing you can do about it either. He just mages, man. Just mages. They don't have a lot of like stuns. There's like one stun he can play with, but root wise, it's perfect. And it's just over. Not enough time for hyperthermia to fall off. That is tough. Boeing does pick up 3, however, so that is well done. Met his match with a mage. But that was awesome either way. I enjoyed it, man. Let's get us another one here, yeah? What's up, Neurosoul? How you doing, my guy? Let me know when your boys got 5 or if you need more bodies. Let me know. And I can pop in and help. Oh, we need 1? Yo, Menace, we need a +1. You want to join us? Dennis the Menace. +1. Oh, good. Pass me the lead and I'll be able to take over. Gotta go too. All good, all good. Thanks so much for popping in, Merlin. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. We need 2 more, boys. 2 more bodies for this team. If y'all want to join in, well, welcome to. We're listed on the Molten Core. Raids Legacy under Molten Core. 2 more and we're good to go. How are you? Changing my name. It's Lightsmore.js. Remember, of course. Buffro, get in here, my guy. Maddox, I got a spot for you. You were the Demon Hunter, right? I think it was like Kill or something. I know it was a DH. Glad to see you still here. I'm glad to see you still here too, my man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're alright. What are you playing nowadays? You still playing WoW? Playing some classic? Or you've been playing something else instead? Wish me luck in pugs at +8. Or 2 out of 10s I've done would be good. Good luck. Actually, you don't even need luck. 8s are really easy. I think you'll be fine. The only thing that won't be fine is if, let's say, your tank or your healer does some weird stuff, man. Key, that's what it is. It says I'm declined. I gotcha. It says you declined probably because when I made the group, you signed up, and then I did delist, and it probably automatically declined you. And they did that thing where once you get declined, you can't sign back up, which is so bad. They definitely should not be doing that for like random groups like this. I got you though, my guy. I gotcha. I do wonder how many times that happened over on the EU. Maybe what I should do is I should start changing to a different raid. So maybe it's like a different group then, right? So it removes the decline factor. I might have to try something like that, see how all that works. But that's so funny that it does that. I'm buff rogue. I'll make you lead. I was gonna say like I need somebody to be lead, but you got me, my guy. Yeah, you got me. Chills, let me know when you're good to go, and then we'll get another one going. Okay, and we're good. Beautiful. I'm doing more damage than both of the other 2 DPS together. Damn. Yeah, honestly, as long as you have like decent gear and like a really good build, depending on the dungeons you're doing, you can get a lot of damage out. I found myself doing more damage than I expected playing like Boomkin, for instance, and my mage generally does decent damage too if I'm like super like aggressive with my meteor. I feel like meteor cooldown on fire in particular. I guess you could also play frost and just do a lot of damage too, yeah. But I found like a survival hunt also does a lot of damage for me, and Death Knight too. But then I actually get actual gear, good build, all that stuff. But yeah, like actually like gearing the character and getting some decent items and going the right build, you really start to notice it. Especially on my ults, which I usually don't like put that much effort into, but like when I started putting effort, it's like really nice actually. I need to put more effort into my shaman though. Although I'm playing enhancement, but I want to play Ellie. I'd rather just play Ellie the entire time, honestly. Enhancement is just way too good right now. But yeah. What I was gonna say instantly, I kind of feel like I went off on a tangent. Oh, you're gonna be fine with 8s. Unless the tank does something weird. Alrighty, we got ourselves. Did I save that one? Well, I did now. I didn't before. Oh, I said it twice. Comet Storm, 10 a second. Dude, do you just start using it on cooldown at this point? Because I feel like it's all guides say wait until combustion, and I'm like, but it's always up. So like, what do? I almost feel like I should just send it in aggressively, like super aggressively. Switch. Got ourselves Aspie Shady versus the Rogue. Buff Rogue first up is an Outlaw versus the Priest. Technically, I think Outlaw has an advantage to your killing spree. Fearing that is actually a decent bit of Rogue damage gone out of the window. Vanishes, he gets back in there. The constant pressure of the Outlaw Rogue, it is nuts. Cloak of Shadows on top of it. Aspie Shady is going to have to use a defensive here. That'll go for a heal. Aegis procking really early. Try to go for a fade. He's trying to use everything he can, not to have to use a disperse instantly here. But with Buff Rogue never having like a cooldown to send at you that you have to like fade or have to disperse, it does make it tough, man, because it's just constant damage. Big killing spree. Fade for that spree is pretty good. Couple of hits still make it through. Fear to follow does get a trinket. Full dots are up. Shady does swap out the health, and Buff trying to see if he can keep himself alive. Technically, if he played death evasion for 20% DR, by the way, definitely worth it against casters. I'm not even lying. I think it actually might be worth. He has himself one more vanish in case he needs to. He got a drone rush, so he's in a great spot. Cheap shot. There goes disperse. Yeah, at some point he sees the rogue catching up some damage. Is like, might as well disperse now. That was an evasion used out for Buff Rogue with a kill spree to follow up. Unless you got a fear. Stun is available. Shady, you see just a little bit extra. Grapples in, try to kick, does not connect for Shady. This could be an opportunity. Could give him a big go here. Mind games, mind blast, silence. Do you have a rift? Oh, the rogue is up in melee. Could always interrupt you. That's the problem now. Cheap shot. He does give himself a big go, big between the eyes. There's no cooldown when it comes to an Outlaw Rogue, man. There's no CD, it's just constant damage. So then you're playing against, in most cases, like, oh, I'll wait until Kingsbane and then I'll disperse. Or like Deathmark, I guess, is a bit of an option. But like, you wait until cooldown to press an X button or a Y button. But with Outlaw Rogue, it's like, I just gotta, if I see him hitting me hard, I just gotta press a button. That's all you can do. Disarm instantly onto chills. Actually, disarm against the Frost DK is huge because a lot of the damage comes from those blitz and frost strikes whenever they can land those. Buff Rogue got him some big evasion, killing spree onto chills. Actually, honestly, it's probably easier to track off of chill pills, isn't it? Tracking with Rogue when they start killing spree is like very disorienting. Which I love the ability for PvP, but a lot of rogues for PvE would like to be able to use it if it didn't like move your camera all over the place. You know what I mean? Like if it kept your camera static, but your character jumps around everywhere, that'd be fine. A lot of people would be perfectly cool with it. Cloak of Shadows from Buff is able to reduce a lot of the frost damage from DK. Big rip on the grapple. Oh! But the Howling Blast doesn't have taken it. My goodness, that was a lot. Yeah, that's a tough one. The DK with cooldowns and Outlaw Rogue, it is actually a hell of a match, man. Surprisingly much closer of a match as you would think. I think normally, I don't know if Buff Rogue had all the cooldowns for chills, however. That is something to note. I wonder if like with full CDs off the bat, I don't think Outlaw Rogue takes a lot of damage from the DK. You just have a disarm, evasion, cloak, bunch of vanishes, killing spree, right? Killing spree in the sippy cup. Because then it'll give you like a very big defensive component too. But the DK does have quite a lot of damage when rogues do die in the stuns, which is DK's bread and butter. It's going to be a full burst out for Cinna. Chill's taking a lot of damage. Dome is down immediately for the wings. He has to use something in order to deal with it. He has himself lots of potential damage here. Full stun onto Cinna. Does break out with human racial. Technical big damage. Does he just pop a big go? Bubble out for Cinna before Chills can even get himself the big Reaper's Mark, which is unfortunate. Death back, but he can't really heal right now. Silence on the Cinna. Get himself the scythe. That's about all he can really do. All he can say is stay super hyper aggressive and try to do as much healing as possible. Trinket is available. Maybe just heal. I don't know if those Death Strikes are going to be enough. He got a ghoul. He could sacrifice it. Definitely should. Why he got that leech buff with the Lichborn. That would help a little bit here. He's trying to go for a stun. Does he get it? Cinna. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Do you have enough damage though, Chills? Or does Cinna take you here? Lay on hands. I think for Chills there might be lights here. He still has a pet that he can sacrifice. And messes up to make sure that the blind does not go through. Cinna had a good blind going, but does end up stopping it. I think maybe he had it a bit too far delayed. And Chills is just going to have to find... I don't know how you're going to live this down. Like, it's a lot. You can IBF and maybe heal. Yeah, blind does not connect and Cinna does take it. That is tough, man. That is tough. I don't know how you're going to be able to like win that in most cases. Bing going to be up next. Cinna does have a Bop. That's the only immunity he's really got. Only forbearance ability he's got. Bop is used. Bing unless you have a way to break it. Yeah, batter down in order to make sure you don't get stunned up. That's about all you can do. For Sin, it's an opportunity to recover and heal. Deathbringer is bad. So what I've seen Deathbringer DKs do is go breath, because then you could do a bunch of burst damage with that breath while Deathbringer is up. That's like only on EU with Leo, but you actually didn't get to watch Leo play last week. Or yesterday, technically. Full burst out for the warrior. Is it enough though, Sin? Oh, no, I think it might be lights. Oh yeah, that last water strike does it. You had yourself a decent bit of heal, but then it just take you out. Breath is gonna get bad. It is bad, but you only use it just to make sure that the mark procs as quickly as possible, and then you can obliterate again, and then the oblit may reapply mark, and then the breath will proc mark really quickly. That's about it. It's literally gamble. You're literally gambling with the chills. I don't know if you want to try it. Breath, I know it's terrible, but you literally just use it only so that it channels for the mark. So then you get through stacks, can obliterate with those sights, and then hopefully remark the target, and the breath will reproc it again. And then you can do sights again. Literally, that's the only reason why. That's the only way. Not even dual wield, literally just two-hand with breath. And apparently that's a thing that some people have done. Don't know how good it's gonna be in like 2s, 3s, but I heard that's like the only viable option for it, man. Is that what you're called? Bang, bang, boing? It's bang, boing, boing. Yeah, so pretty close. Bing, boing, boing. Yes, that is his name. He's really serious about his warrior. Dropping down a banner, that is really good for the stuns. That's huge. Tetanus with a trinket as the warrior bails out of there. Full shadow blades for the rogue. And just blaze storm and just to see if you get away. Big parry up right now. As long as you keep the rogue in front of you, you're parrying a lot of those hits. That is still going to be the rogue going through those strikes. All those marks on you above your head. But yeah, chills. That's the only reason why people combine it together. Yeah, breath is bad in PvP because you're like, but I want a death strike, or I need to death strike. And what if I want a frost strike because it does a lot of damage? They'll literally just use it just for the procs. Or the strategist is really bad at Deathbringer. It's just bad. There's nothing you can do to change those except for blitz above the rider. Dude, yeah, for real. They did buff rider recently, sorta, for PvE at the very least. But yeah, I do hope they end up keeping them both like very, very like consistent to one another. Because Rider is really good. Rider is very, very good. I just think they may need to like increase the consistency of the riders that you have, so you almost always have one active. I think that would help a bit. You know what I mean? But Rider above DB over Rider, not Rider above DB. Oh, the actual ability, Deathbringer. Oh yeah. They did try to buff it recently, right? Was it enough? I guess it wasn't enough. They recently did some stuff with it, but I guess it wasn't enough. Reflect up for Boeing. I don't know what you reflect versus Rogue, actually. I know they have some shadow damage, but I don't think any of it is reflectable. And it's going to be blind, unless you trinket. Just leap, execute. Honestly, I wouldn't have blamed you if you decided to trinket, leap, execute. Does Blazestorm him, and this is going to take him. Oh, Demon Zeus up next to the Demonology. We still got ourselves Key over on the Team 2 versus Team 1. We got ourselves Boeing, Coda, and Conan. So they're all in the great spot right now, actually. Wait, do they organize you guys' names alphabetically, by the way? Do they? Is it actually organized? I'm going to have to double check it next match. If all your names are organized alphabetically for each team. Because right now, like B, C, Coda, Conan, it is alphabetical right now. And so is the other team, except for some reason I'm seeing Coda's name at the top right from a rogue. But I know that's not Coda on a rogue. It's just bugging. It's a big bolts out into bang. He does have himself all these pets. Overlord! Please, Overlord, get a swing! Dude, Overlord sometimes is super inconsistent. He'll run over there, stare at a guy, he'll swing his weapon, and then whiff it. It's just like part of his gameplay mechanic. Also, Pitlord, please! Not Pitlord. Doomlord. Please, Doomlord. Or Doomguard. Doomguard, that's what it is. Doomlord is a little different. This guy's a Doomguard. Because technically, Lord and Guard are all like military terms or military ranks in the Burning Legion. I thought it was a different type of demon. Nope. Basically the same thing. They bring doom. Whether the Lord or a guard is a different story. Big Blaze Storm out for Boeing. Does go for a port with DBZ's trying to see if he can back up out of there. Axtos is a leaps in with a trinket. Does himself the big Pit Lord with a Dreadstalker join in. Does he have himself the big Runation? He needs to get a big Runation. Wall is up, but Demolish comes down. That's a lot of damage. DBZ does go for a big hill, boarding out of there. And Boeing is stuck back behind the pillar. Full Tyrant for his pets. Does stun those pets. Hold on a second. Those pets can do a ton of damage right now. He has nowhere to go. Maybe he can heal for some of them. But that's a lot of damage on the all empowered. There's just way too many. He's gonna have to make a play. Otherwise, I think it's over. It is lights. There's nothing he can do. He just surrounded. Oh, yeah, with a demonology. Good pit. Good Tyrant play there. As a warrior, there's no way that WAP is enjoying that. Or there's no way he likes being PvE'd down, man. Exactly, it's like no skill. I don't like being PvE'd down by a bunch of pets. Not fun. Don't blame you. I don't think anyone would enjoy that. But he did line it up really, really well, to be fair. Very, very well. That's part of the class's gameplay, too. Send out all those pets, empower him, and that's it. Once you get the big army, it's over. He played his class as he's supposed to. Coda gotta be up next versus DB, who there looks like they're trying to give DB a little bit of a honor duel here. I don't know if DB can get any healing unless he goes for Warlock Hellson. So he's just gonna have to rush in into Mortal Quarter, reflecting back into DB Zeus. That is a Forge Axe toss to stop Coda. Does go for a trinket, still locked out though. Fear by DB Zeus, and Coda no longer has any outs. Trying to see if he can go for insta zone to DB Zeus. Does do quite a bit of damage. Those bolts. Full dots are in. Void Operation to close the gap. Intro Reflect. Mortal into Coda. Does reflect it back at him, I think. With a Tyrant to follow. All the pets are in, but DB Zeus has no healing. No health left at all. And Key, you got yourself a big... Oh, no! No shot! Coda was ready with a fear. Insta fear. That is so unfortunate. Key, at least got himself a full meta, full go. No kick at the moment. Or at least saving it for later. Trying to maybe see if he can juke it. Does get himself a meta with a full port for Coda. Key is rotting down right now. Not in the best spot. At 60% dampening, your self-healing is going to be very limited. So you have to play very, very carefully or aggressively. Full dots, full rot with a hunt, and Coda got himself full go. Reflect, you can't even interrupt it. I think it's over, right? That is rough. That fear on a hunt, definitely, like, that would trip anybody up, honestly. That would literally trip anybody up. Bro, send the whole zoo. Literally did. He has to, man. He literally gotta. Let's get another going. Caneric, let me know when you're good. And Chills, let me know when you got 5. And then we'll get another one going here. Well, I save, and I got some DMs too. Still 5, beautiful. Chills, let me know when you're good. And we'll get another one rolling. A nerf Reaper's Mark does 1.2 mil. Yeah. Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah, it doesn't do a lot, man. What's the sustainability, better survivability? Yeah, it is actually not that great. It is not that great. There's technically other components too, like all these other little procs, but I imagine it's only good if it like procs. Like if maybe you got like guaranteed reapplication and you got those sites in, then maybe I could see it, but like they might need to give it like some kind of like a talent where you have like RNG, randomly can roll multiple, or like you get 2 guaranteed but no more. Something like that I think would help it. Let's do... We did in a grand, right? Let's do a Tiger's Peak, I guess. You know what I mean? Where I got variant? Oh no. Oh no. Down buff and Monks master its combo strikes. Wait, is that just... Is that meme? Are you just messing, or is that like an actual thing? I'm double checking, dude. I'm double checking. Double checking with Monks Windwalker. Where is it? Mastery combo strikes effectiveness increased by 35%. No, that is the mastery. I'm serious. That is the mastery. Master combo strikes effectiveness increased by 35%. That is their mastery. So your mastery value goes up. So mastery increases the damage of your abilities. So they're buffing the value of it. Therefore, mastery is going to give you better increases for your abilities. Or am I missing something? Or am I missing something? Because that's a buff, I think, right? For Twitch. As long as you're like not repeating your abilities, that is a buff. Who's it first? Is it Conan? Conan versus Rogue. Tetanus some way, somehow does not get a proper... Was it Trinket? It wasn't Trinket out of Conan. I was going to say, like, somehow the Rogue did not get a cheap shot opener. Still big damage on Conan. Might not live it, though. The Rogue just threatening everything. Evasion was used. Does get hit with a shockwave for a second. Doesn't stop him. Blaze him out for Conan, with Rogue trying to back out of there with a quick vanish. As he got himself a bit of that sippy cup. Conan seeing him though, not sippy cup, but a Warlock Houston, put him out of stealth for a moment. Disarm to Conan as he got himself a bit of the reflect. Actually does help a decent bit versus Rogues, the reflect, because it does dampen magic damage taken, and Rogues are got a little bit of shadow damage going on for subtlety. Got himself eviscerates. Do you have any more CC? Does he seem low enough? Hold on a second. Tetanus, you might be in trouble. Big cheat death. Let's go down. Oh! That cleave at the end with those crows flying out. The crows were from Conan's executes. But it looked like it was part of Rogue's like eviscerate. That looked kind of sick, not gonna lie. That was a tough one though. Both just sent everything at one another, and Shield was taking out the Rogue very, very quickly. Man, took him to tetanus. Yeah, gotta get your tetanus shots, man. Gotta get your tetanus shots. Man, that was so close though. That was so good between the two. I liked it. That was great. A Blade 800k size about while the variance. Oh yeah, the variance is also not ideal either. I do agree with you on that. I do agree with you in that. Mitchell's having a side convo here in the DMs, talking about Deathbringer. Both of us kind of agree that Deathbringer in PvP is maybe it will be good one day, but like in PvE is definitely really good. But in PvP, it's like Rider's way too good in comparison. So yeah, trust me, as somebody who plays a class where I don't feel like I have a lot of choice in my hero specs, I feel you, bro. I feel you, brother. You're playing? I am spectating. So, not this. I guess you could say this is playing, right? I guess it depends. Because a lot of people do watch streams, watch other people play, and that could be just as entertaining as being the one playing. So I guess, am I engaged? Yes, I am. I guess you could say that. Big buffs onto all the pets. Blind, but chills. Try to see if you can lock down DBZ's. Do you have a proper go? He actually does not have cooldowns for a while. DBZ's just taking sustained damage on the chills. This could potentially be an opportunity for him to make some kind of a play. Does go for a bit of healing. IBF out for chill pills. AMS as well. DBZ's taking huge hits though. Hold on a second. Oh, it chills did not even have cooldowns, but he's able to just continue chopping down the guy back to back with more frost strikes, I think, right? Because they all do quite a bit of damage here, man. Everything. This someone chills, trying to see if he can get himself a stun onto Rogue. The Rogue does get stunned up. Chills does have some D's going, but Buff Rogue, I don't know if he's going to be taken down anytime soon here with an evasion. Grapple hooks back up, flipping those coins, is shooting shots over at Chill Pills. Got himself a bit of an IBF with a void operation, giving them the great mobility. That is so good. Boing, I think just coming over to say hello maybe or something. Chill's got no health left at all. Yeah, with the Buff Rogue going up for pistols, man, there's just not much you can do. Who the hell? Wait, did you walk over just to flag the man? I don't think he deserves it. After last arena? What do you mean? Oh my, the toxicity. DBZ's. I don't think he should. I stand with DBZ's. That's all I'm gonna say. I stand by this man. All he did is play his class he was supposed to. He sent out the pets, sent out the army, and that's it. He was fine, potentially. Allegedly. Possibly. Wait, Blood Dagger's back. Let's go. Wait, Blood Dagger, you said you were already in, right? Were you Blood Dagger or were you somebody else? Might have been as another guy. Might have been in an ult and I didn't even realize it. Going back to Warcraft Shadowlands. How you doing, my man? Red Pally playing on point, just coming back into it. I just play the Hammer build, or actually both Herald and Hammer are both good. I think you'll like it either way, Dennis. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're doing good. Since Shadowlands, I hope you enjoyed the game, man. Hope you enjoyed the game. Not having the Torghast ever again. It's going to be a breath of fresh air. Not gonna lie. It's so nice, man. It's so good. Cheap shot onto Coda as Buffro, trying to see if he can get himself a setup. Unless Coda can get full dots, full UA and everything for Buffro, he's not too worried. The constant raw damage of Agony and Corruption is going to be painful. That fear gives him a choice, but Coda is super, super low. Mortal Coil gives him a bit of a go, but a vanish out of the Rogue. Soul Rot is going to go for a vanish. Grapples in just to see if he can end it. Dark Pack last second. Cannot really go for a cast. Gouge right after, just trying to save a kick, and Buff does take it. He just needed to make sure he doesn't juke out a kick, and you'll be just fine. The constant pressure is what he needed. Stun around the corner of the Boeing, try to see if he can end him real quickly. Disarm out for Buff, does get disarmed himself. Got pistols so he can at least waddle away from the guy and try to keep shotting him, pistol shotting him over and over and over. Got himself a bit of a go with a cheap shot. Maybe it'll be enough. He went to a banner. He's to take the banner as soon as he can, but he's super low in health. He might just have to. Yeah. There's not much you can do without a blind, without anything. He had evasion coming up by the looks of it, but I don't even know if we're out or if it tracks evasion properly. It may not. It may not. Is it Senna or is it Key next? One of you guys got to be next. Yeah, it is going to be Key. Not having to go last, not having to play into high dampening. That is going to be very, very nice. But you are playing against Bing. Boing. Do you know how to second window? I was looking at your health bar not really coming back up as quickly as I thought it should. But you do have a second window. For Key, you just got to be very, very, very careful here. Because he's a kind of a glass cannon. Demon Hunters, they're great when you have a healer because you have decent enough defenses. Decent enough defenses. But Warrior's kind of in the same boat. But I feel like Boing could definitely have himself a big go. Key trying to go for a hunt in the opener. Trying to see if he can start this. I-beam? Really aggressive I-beam. I think he's almost expecting for the Warrior just to rush him. And then there goes the hunt as he goes in for a charge. Does have himself a reflect with a stone right out. Was it a reflect? Might have been a reflect. He's got himself a full disarm. Key, this is where you wish you had an I-beam. Full meta, Abyssal Gaze, playing around the gem ring. Hold on a second. And this is where Boing's going to back up out of there. Hold on, Key, you need to rush him. You need to stay on him the entire time. He's got to get heals out of it. You can't heal. You can't heal in the same way. Oh, no, no, no. Definitely got to get on top of him as soon as possible. Definitely. That's going to be his run. That's going to be his play. He's going to take a page out of all these rogues and go for hit and runs. Just going to go in, put some bleeds, or at least stay away while meta is up. With a reflect, can you even reflect anything from a DH? You can reflect one of these. Those can definitely get reflected back, but he's just doing some freebie pot shot damage at you. That's going to be yet more hit and runs for this man as best as he can. Holy dude. Stun right after. Key is just waiting now. Does go for a trinket. I-beam. My question is, does the ring do enough damage here? Doing quite a bit of damage to Boing, though. Parry up right after. Boing is super, super low. Does go for a big Colossus. It's going to be a big, I think, execute at the end, if not a Mortal Strike. And trying to see if you can bust out of this as quickly as possible. Does the ring even do much for you guys? Because I actually seen a decent bit of players. I don't see everybody using the ring, but I see a decent enough amount of players using the ring. Are you just letting him get second wind? Or you just... I think he's trying to let you get second wind. I think you're just messing with him. Yeah, I think you're just messing with him. I think we're just rushing him just to mess with him. You know what I mean? You cracked like two of those with one spell. Really? Wait, both of those lances from the sky? I guess like if you pop reflect as like one is coming at you and as the Demon Hunter queued up a second one, I guess they both would be hit by reflect one day. Yeah, that is weird. That's some coding right there, though. It's going to be a stun or either a fear onto Senna. Banner was used by the Warrior. Was that a what am I trying to say? Hodge. Oh, did you reflect the Hodge back at him? Because he Senna used a trinket. Unless it was like a Stormbolt. Does get reflect? Oh, hold on a second. Now we're cooking. Boing got himself a proper setup. As a pally, there's so many pallies nowadays that just like... They don't ever Hodge instantly as soon as they go behind the pillar. They just don't, especially against the Warrior. They'll Judgment, they'll build the resources, then they'll Hodge after, just in case there's a reflect. So then it's a mind games, right? Do you just pop a reflect out, instant see him reflect, to try to see if you can bait it? Or do you not? Try to go for Searing Glare, does not connect. There goes a full stun onto Senna. Got himself reflect available. Senna knows he doesn't want to reflect the back of the guy. Good go for a hot shot. Layer head's available, so he's going to be perfectly fine. Full burst is up, and it's going to be trinket out Boink. He knows he's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to trinket it just to get away from it as quickly as possible. Does have a parry in case he needs to parry. Is used very aggressively here. Wall shield defense up for Senna. Does go for a full blind onto Boink. As long as he can just keep the constant pressure on him, he'll be fine. But I think Senna is playing the hammer build, right? Not the Herald of the Sun. With Herald, I think you definitely would be able to stop Boink from being able to sit behind the pillar. Big demolish. Got himself a proper go. Bubble out for Senna. Do you have a way to break it? He doesn't. He doesn't. He just got to wait it out. Stun. Does Senna have a proper go here? Wake of Ashes. Everything available? Wake of Ashes up. Big hammer down. As the Colossus smashes down as well. Both of popping cooldowns were charged by the Warrior. Quick fear. Hold on a second. Boink got no health. Senna. They just charge him. I think you got to charge him. I think you have to charge. I think you have to get in there. You still have a bop. You still have a bop. You just got to find a way to stop him from second winning himself back up. You have to do everything you can. He's healing. He's healing, my guy. Oh, no. Also, Senna, make sure you don't Hodge yourself. Make sure you don't spell reflect a Hodge yourself. Because that'll be pretty bad. Because then you can bop it. Everything. If it's a stun by a Warrior, you can bop those. But Hodge, you won't be able to. Reflect up. Making sure not to Hodge himself. Bing got a lot of healing out of this. Senna trying to go for a healing game. I don't know if that is a play. If you're gonna commit for a heals, you have to commit all the way. You have to commit. Stun, trades it. Bob, just to keep the pressure rolling, got himself a wake of ashes. Is it gonna be enough to worry about backing up out of there? You got yourself a horse. I think you just gotta end it. I think you gotta end it while immunes are up. You have to end it. Does go for a parry. Warbreaker on top of it. Reflect up. Blind. Does connect. Searing cannot really stop it. There's going to be a full stun. Trying to go for a kick. Big demolition. Oh my. Boy, picking up 3. Yeah, I think as a pally, in some cases, I imagine you would want to stand and then be like, you know what? Let's play the heal game. Let's play the long haul. But I think I feel like staying on it as best as possible would have been the play maybe. Who knows, right? It's like one of those in hindsight moments, you know what I mean? As disgusting I had to play like that to beat a red. Literally a rogue with a big 2-hander. Let's get another go in. Got time for at least one more, yeah? Can there come in who got 5? Night King, let me know if you got 5 and we'll get another one rolling. Might be the last one for the night. Probably gonna be the last one for the night. It's about that time. Plus I need to get a little bit more work done. That nap that I took definitely set me behind a little, but I needed a nap, man. Name of the talent with a passive named Master Combo Strikes that buff in its effectiveness. That's the name of the talent. It's a passive called... I am double checking here, my man. I feel like I'm getting memed with, but if you're actually serious... Okay, so we're on a PvP PTR 11.1 talents, right? This is the newest stuff. Combo strikes. Combo strikes. There's Fury of Zuen, there's Hit Combo, there's Meridian Strikes, and Zuen Bond. Nothing that has to do with combo strikes, but if you look at Zuen's Bond, abilities cast by you or your Storm Elemental clones that activate combo strikes. And when you look down into the monk spec thing, and then we should find the mastery combo strikes. Your abilities deal more damage when they're not a repeat of a previous ability. It's a passive. Look in the spellbook. Am I like missing someone? I'm pretty sure that is your master. They're literally buffing your mastery, right? It would be in your spellbook, but everyone's mastering the spellbook. Like if you open up, okay, look at this. Do this for me. Do this for me. This will solve it. Hit C, and then mouse over your mastery. Like let's see, mastery, unshackled fury. What does yours say? It should say combo strikes. That would be your mastery then. Mastery, and what is the name of it? That's the name of it. But that is your mastery though. They're buffing the effectiveness of the mastery itself. So there's more reason to invest points into your mastery. Right? Am I missing something? I gotta be missing something. We'll do not Tiger Speak. We'll do a, I don't know, Dalaran sewers. We'll do that. Yeah, am I missing something, or am I gonna mess? I actually feel like I'm gonna mess with, and I'm just being like oblivious. Or if it's an actual confusion, the Dalaran sewers not work. Okay, not Dalaran sewers. Let's do. What else we got? Not grand. Which one? Not grand. Oh, it's not even queuing. Is somebody in solo or something, or dead? Is the name that's throwing you off? But it says the mastery combo strikes. It is literally their mastery, right? Someone in solo, either solo or dead. Sometimes it bugs out when someone is in a solo, or if they're dead, or if they never got out of the arena. Yeah, chat, can somebody double check for me? Let me see if I can find the actual post again. Chat, can somebody double check for me, real quick? If you know Monk at all, mastery combo strikes effectiveness increased by 35%. That is just a buff to the mastery, like the benefits of master, right? You just straight up buff to mastery, yeah? Mastery does show up in the spellbook, still changes nothing. It is mastery buff, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Goal for pushing as a stat. They're basically trying to make mastery better of a stat. I don't know if they'll be if they'll be able to do it effectively, but like, okay, if Nagrand and the other one doesn't work, let's try. What else do we do? Hook. I'll try hook point. Okay, it's not working. Something's bugging. Oh. Weird. They... Yeah, maybe they're cute for something already. They're buffing its value. Leave Dalaran. Okay, cool. Cool, so then I'll need to join Team Kenderic and get a +1. You sure you want to leave? You can play one more, man. You can keep playing, my guy. The opponent even states that players would use Mastery Stat more often. So that players would use, so they are buffing its value. Yeah, so they are trying to make the Mastery better. Right? Unless I'm missing something. Says offline? Okay. We will get a +1. If somebody wants to join us, more than welcome to. Listed under Molten Core. And we need a +1. I appreciate you coming by. I don't know why I kept messing up your name, but I do apologize about that. Yeah, let me look at the let me go look at the Monk Discord. Cause they'll have some in there, yeah. Cryo, let's go. How you doing, my man? Alrighty, we are set and we are ready to go. I'm gonna need to We'll do the what was gonna do initially. Dalaran sewers, I think. Huh? Here we go. I think we're good. I don't know, we'll have to see. Fair. Yeah, so they don't actually have like an article about the mastery changes yet, because we haven't been able to test it or anything. But they just posted that, yeah, they exist. Yeah, there's gonna be some stuff. But it's mostly like, hey, here's a screenshot of the blue post. That's really about it. Normally they would have like a big write-up. Actually, Babylonius, he's pretty good at his write-ups. Like, that's a really good class Discord, is the Monk Discord. Like, in terms of the detailed info. Like, some are really, really detailed and really nice. Like, really, really good info. Like, it's really, like, in front, in your face, and they will go through all this stuff. Shaman Discord does it. Hunter Discord is pretty active. Monk Discord is really good. Warrior Discord is really good. I really like the guy that does all, like, the guides for the Furion arms. Like, not necessarily their takes, but, like, the activity and, like, how much info they present is really nice. I think it's really good to see. Which. So, yeah, if Masters get buffed up, it should be a buff for them, ideally. Gonna be Sin first up. You know, I think I bought a couple of these helms. I've never been able to make a set that matches those helms. I feel like the color schemes have been pretty close, but not quite where I want them to be. Boing, is he not first? It's kind of out here as if maybe first. Blood Dagger, finally getting a chance to play. I think Blood Dagger so far has been on a silence for quite a bit, huh? Finally getting a proper chance to play Shadow Strike in the opener, trying to see if he can play versus the Pala, instant human racial out of the Paladin, Shield of Vengeance with a wall, taking some damage with Blood Dagger, could potentially be taking huge hits here, does go for a big wake, and is going to be advantage. Asuna not able to go for a full go just yet. Did he get a Dawn Light onto the Rogue? He did not, no, so it's just going to be double Dawn onto Senna. Lots of healing, long-term hot, should be able to give him a lot of that survivability, especially versus Rogue. But if you can get that long-term dot on a Rogue, literally zero chance for the Rogues to ever escape out of your sight ever again. Oh man, it is one of those dots that's like super infuriating as a sub-Rogue, I'd say. Because like this is where you need the reset, but if you constantly eroded dotted to the dot, you just can't get a proper go. Gum some advantage, might just have to cloak here, potentially Bob out for Cinna, still has a bubble. Blood Dagger is gonna have to have a go, but he needs an escape. He has a meld, so maybe he could have a go and then meld Cloak of Shadows, proper go, and then meld out before bubble. Unless you just take down bubble real quick with big eviscerate. Bubble out. You have meld. You can meld. Meld. And he almost escaped scot-free. I think he's still dotted by someone, but at the very least, he's able to break a distance away from Cinna, and no Dawn Light rotting him down. As long as he can get himself a actual reset. Eyes are picked up by Cinna. Maybe a sap around the corner. Final wreck, not gonna let you. With the wake of ashes on that gouge. Oh no. This is the worst situation to be as a rogue. You can go for proper stuns though. You have dance and everything. Stun, I don't know if you win this. I don't know if you live. No cheat death. Oh, this is so rough. Kidney, this is where you have to have a big go here. Everything else you got. Big secret technique. Wait, eviscerates might just do it. Hold on a second. Oh! Do you still die to the Dawn Light? I swear. That's what I meant. It is an infuriating thing. It is great for paladins, and paladins love it, but like as a rogue, I just gotta be honest here, man. It's like, great cross kill though. Well done, well done. Gotta love it, man. Buff Rogue is up next. As Australia trying to figure out who's going to be next over for the team one. Is it buying? You're shifting around. It's gonna make Buff Rogue think you're gonna be next. I think you are next, actually. Picking up the eyes. Sap is gonna be Zerkers. I love that Stormbolt. It doesn't look like he threw it. It's almost like he tossed it. It's just like such a small arc. It's just like a toss it about it like a pebble. But it's just a big old hammer right in the dome. Defensive stands out for Boeing. Buff with a big killing spree. That is going to be parry out of the warrior. Blind to follow. This is where Buff needs to get himself a quick reset if he wants to maintain adrenaline rush for as long as possible. Did try to go for meld in order to catch a quick stealth into a stun by Boeing. Gives him an opportunity to potentially just keep the going. As Buff got himself a bit of damage here too. It is going to back up out of the adrenaline rush down for a little bit. He really needs to have adrenaline rush and stealth available together if he wants to have the most amount of damage. Big Colossus Mesh. That's not going to feel good at all. That is a battle stance for the warrior. That is going to be a cloak of shadows for Buff for a second. Does have a disarm. Disarm on the demolish. Disarm back of the rogue. He has the pistols though. And he's got his drone rush coming back up very, very soon. Big stun, massive burst. Holy, big killing spree. Is it going to be enough though? That's him so vanished last second. Leap, cheap shot. Hold on. Oh, how are you alive? That warrior found damage out of nowhere. Literally blessed from the heavens above with some damage. I don't know if Buff lives this at this point. It's just full rogue, full dot. Yeah, he lets it. So far, dude, these deals have been like really 1-to-1. The rogue and the warrior were really, really close, and now Coda did not have to commit too many cooldowns, and him versus Cryo essentially minus a mortal coil, going at each other full with cooldowns. Proper 1v1. I love that. Void Elf Rachel, perfect for Coda, creating some space while Cryo got him some big grippy hand, everything available. Is he Unholy? No, he's Frost. So he's got full burst out for the Warlock as well. Massive cleaves, massive hits. Cryo also under a ton of pressure. IBF is Coda just constantly pumping him full of Malefic Raptors and Shadow Bolts. It just got him some the most amount of burst right now. Cryo is living by the skin of his teeth right now with IBF Blitborn rotated with a couple of death strikes, but Coda has enough damage, more than enough of that Mortal Coil to take it. My God. How is he alive? I know, killing spree, man. Killing spree does help him delay the damage. Like while killing spree, he's just taking no damage, and then he like takes the damage you took during killing spree over 8 seconds, so it's like a dot. So if he pops the sippy cup, it may end up helping him heal a little. So maybe that's what it was, yeah? Instant cast out for Coda as the Demon Hull leaps in. Big I-beam should be able to cleave Coda. 1 glaive, 2 glaives. He does get the glaive. He does get the glaive kill, which is exactly what I needed. Is it going to be Chills or is it going to be Coda? Chills took a bit of damage, but he might just have to be the next one in, yeah? Yeah, he is. I do want to see exactly how much damage that ring does, man. Do you guys use it? Is it worth it? Because I see Shaman's using it. I've seen Enhancement Shaman using it a lot. Leap it up in the air, but unless you can just like hit the pet, which you may just have to. Yeah, Chill's just waiting out until the dots take him. Just needs a couple of range hits. That's all he needs. A couple of coils. Does get himself a charge with a stunner right after, but he IBFs it, takes it. Receiver's is going to be up next. Needs to get himself as many pets as possible, and then go for a full Tyrant play. Find a way to get away from chill pills too. I don't know if you'll be able to do all of that at once. You technically could summon up more pets using his ghoul as a target and redirect those pets back to chills. That's actually a really good move. Hold on a second. That's actually an excellent move. Did chill pills sacrifice the ghoul? I think he either pulled it back or sacrificed and summoned a new one so DBZ does not have a target. Axos on the chill pills. He doesn't need an IBF. He does go for the void racial just to get himself an angle. Oh, that grippy. And DBGS no longer has a gateway. You can maybe interrupt him. Does go for the wall. Quick blind. DBGS is locked out for a second. He can't really go for full. He does give himself a tyrant, but I think the army of the undead for Chilpas is dominated right now. They're doing far more damage. Chills with a Legendborn. As long as he can get a kick, does get juked out. Fear, Legendborn stops him from Fear. Handle go dance as old DBGS has. Unless he has an out here, I think it's just over. That was so good. I like that one. Hold on a second. I really like the duel and how even things were for the first few. It was so close. I didn't use lockstones. I could have lived FFS. All good. It's just you being, you know what? It's just you being honorable on purpose, right? Not you forgetting about him. Definitely not. That was good. I like that one. It's pretty good. Not sure if it's worth the verse loss. The ring? Yeah, I'll need to mess around with it. I do imagine it is quite a bit of a verse loss. Unless you go like stats, but then I get that point, if you're running the ring, you're probably not running for the stats, you're probably doing it for the damage procs, right? I don't know. Outlaw normally has, well, Outlaw historically is a good spec for proc abilities and rings and stuff, right? Whenever you had like the gushing wounds back in BFA, we ran those. Whenever you had like the slappy hands with BFA, we also ran those. Whenever you have like any weapons with additional effects, we usually run those as outlaw because it's generally is good for the spec because we don't have mastery scaling, not really crit damage scaling. We just stack Versa just because it's our only good stat. That's really about it. So I wonder if that ring will actually be better for outlaw because we usually synergize really well with those random procs. It's something I'll need to experiment with. Maybe me and Canary can do some twos or something. That could be fun. But yeah, I think we're done for the night, boys. Unless... Gotta go GG's. Perfect. I wanted to call it at the end here anyway. We will call it for tonight. Alright, peace. GG's, friend. Perfect. Great duels, boys. I enjoyed this a lot, man. Well, especially with how close some of them gotten. That's the best part, is not the one-sided duels, although it's fun watching somebody just smashing faces, but like when they're really close, it is great. Got a heroic rain, I gotta go, guys. Yo, thanks for joining. Menace, you're more than welcome to join next week, my man. We do this Friday on the EU, Saturday over on the NA realms. You're more than welcome to join us. Gonna put that song, Pyramid, Madzu, in your track. I'm really thankful. If it's not copyrighted, then I can, Marin. Otherwise, I won't be able to, man. Is it copyrighted, though? Pyramid schemes. Who are they with? Like label. Or is there a label? (2013). It all depends on a label. Lots of labels usually don't really allow for it. But if you're just like an artist himself, then maybe I could. Yeah. There's a... I'll need to research it. Yeah, I'll need to research it. Yeah, that's about all I can do. I need to look into it, because in YouTube you gotta be kind of careful with that stuff. I'll play duel at least a kill. You did well. You think you had like a 1v4, 1v3 at some point? Well done, man. Well done. The damage you do is kind of nuts, actually. Thanks for the games. Thanks for the fun down. Yo, thanks so much for joining, dude. For Crom. This is good. Yo, Pedro, thanks so much for popping in, man. Appreciate you, Conan. Super fun hanging out with you too, my man. Always fun hanging out with all of you boys. You guys have a wonderful one, though. Dude, what is that DC WAP? Every single time, man, you crash, and then I crash after, and then my cam gets all kinds of jumbled up. I swear, bro. I swear. Where's the, my macro? Because I have macros, because otherwise my... Bro, every time we do duels, my whole account gets, like, messed up. Audio is all kinds of weird, because it's trying to do, like, weird... camera audio over a character audio. It does a bunch of other little changes and settings. I have to type in like a macro or copy paste the console command to get everything back to as it is every single week, dude. I have to do it every single time. It used to be so much more game breaking too. Like every time I would do it, like things would be kind of wonky. It'd be a lot more like tedious for me to set everything up. But yeah, at some point it is something I think in end of DF or something, or war within, and it's like I just need to run one and I'm good. But bro, I swear they changed little things, and it's like it's not like there's a lot of people that do spectator mode, right? So it's like I'm like every time I'm afraid, oh no, new patch, are they gonna break it? Are they gonna change something? Am I gonna have to find a way to unbreak the break every time I have to do the count stuff? And every time I'm just like, oh dude, it's gonna be bad. So far I'm like, thank God, dude. I crossed myself. State of offense as well, dude. Oh yeah, dude. State of offense as well, dude. I think it's annoying to some players for sure, but it's part of the demo gameplay. You got your pets, buff them up. That's literally the gameplay. You know what I mean? I am with it, dude. Then again, I always have been a little more partial towards demonology, but yeah, that's just me, man. That is me. You boys have a wonderful one. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go finish up some work and probably go do a bit of holidays are gone, right? So maybe I'll do a bit of achievement hunting or PvP. I think I should sign some PvP or do my old stuff. I don't really know, man. I gotta finish up a clip there real quick. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is the day off. Monday, maybe 50-50 with that stream. Usually has been a no, but maybe I'll change my mind at some point. We got lots of cool stuff coming up very, very soon, by the way. PvE and dudes looking to catch up. Tuesday should be huge. Next week after that is Plunderstorm. Bro, when Plunderstorm is out, we're just plundering the entire time. Apparently they did a bunch of changes for Plunderstorm, like new abilities and all that. So, and like changes to original. So I'm excited. I would never get to test it on BTR, so it's like kind of wild, honestly. Alrighty, boys, you got some wonderful one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope I'll see you guys next time. And I'm gonna go. Peace.